Good evening, everyone, and welcome. We are Random Encounter Productions. I'm Cody Stone. With me tonight, we have... I start with Eric.
Oh, hey! We have me, Eric, playing Sirach, the Aarakocra Horizon Walker Ranger.
Up next, let's say hi to Mars.
Well, if you're going to get my name out of the way, name's Mars, and I am Talroth Oakenblade, the Wood Elf Scout.
I think the next one is Mig.
Hi, I'm Megan. I'm playing Sarai Landier, the Eladrin Knowledge Cleric.
And making his dramatic return is Carlos.
Hi, I'm Carlos. I'm playing Thosen Fahrenheit, the half-orc Tiefling Forge Cleric.
Last but definitely not least, Kez.
And as part 2 of the Beefling Squad, this is Treasure, the Tiefling Barbarian.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much for being here. Sorry for a little bit of the late start. Had some technical difficulties. We're going to dive in pretty quick. We do want to say thank you to our sponsor for Season 2, Norse Foundry. They make really awesome dice. Head on over to norsefoundry.com. Use the promo code REPRPG, REPRPG, and you can get 15% off your entire order. They do metal, gemstone, high-end specialty dice. 15% off is a good deal. We're going to talk about the Junk Drawer Show. We'll see if Carlos makes it back in time for that announcement. There he is. But I think we do have another announcement that we need to make. Eric, would you like to do the honors?
Hello, everyone. I have enjoyed being your high-pitched, spunky bird boy. I say spunk. He's terrified. He's scaredy bird boy. But I've enjoyed being bird boy for quite some time. Unfortunately, due to some scheduling changes on my end, I am probably not going to get to play for what is going to be the rest of this campaign. So this will be my farewell episode to you all.
And we are definitely going to miss you. We know that your availability is changing, but as we go into December, which for anybody that doesn't know, we haven't officially announced it, all of our long-running shows are going to go on hiatus for the month of December. We're going to keep you guys entertained with one-shots and campaign runs of Gloomhaven and all sorts of other legacy content, which is going to be a ton of fun. But Disasters, Vampire the Masquerade, these are going to go on break for the month of December. But maybe when we come back in January, when we're launching some new shows, we can see Eric involved in those. So while Sirach is stepping away, Eric is always welcome to be a part of the channel, and we hope to find a spot for him there as well. So we also want to give a shout out to the Junk Drawer Show. Carlos, tell us what they're up to.
Hi. Sorry about that. When you said Norse Foundry, I just realized I didn't have my dice, so I had to run and get them. So you can check us out at thejunkdrawshow.com. Right there, you can find our link tree. We are creating a lot of content. I think we're starting to do a Magic the Gathering as well. So that's fun. Especially with the new D&D packs that they came out. I myself have one, which is amazing. I'm still learning it, but we'll find out how I do that at thejunkdrawshow.com. Back to you, Cody.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited to see how that goes. Magic is a wonderful, deep, and weird hole to travel down. The cardboard crack dragon will consume you. But we are excited that you guys are doing great stuff. All right, guys, if there is nothing else, let's get into tonight's adventure, shall we? Our adventure takes place in the lands of Lickdracht, their lands of myth and legend. And one of the greatest myths of all is the city of Draconopolis. Here, dragons from all walks of life, from chromatic to gemstone to metallic and beyond, gather. It is the center of dragon society. It is a place that has fallen and regrown and been rebuilt multiple times over, and probably has the longest history of any city in the civilized world. So, Our heroes, the archivists, have traveled here in hopes of finding a piece of the Staff of Gyron, an ancient dragon, the first Lord of Dragons, warder, after the Worm King and his Dragon Queen and Dragon Knight went about, did other dragon gaudy things. Staff of Abjuration that the small folk have been using to protect. Thank you for the follow so much. You guys are awesome. To protect their town. The town of Cardian had utilized one. And so our heroes have come up with a second piece, and they need to get a couple of more. Working as a dowsing rod homing beacon, they have been led to the heart of the city. Now, you guys had arrived and come in a, how to put it, a food truck, a Screever's Meatmobile, a double-decker bus with churrasco beef hanging off the side, carniceria on wheels, for both the dragon folk and the non-dragon folk. It has been a day, and already making waves. Rarely do outsiders know how to cook the dragony goodness the way yes, Mama Dragon used to make. That seems a little odd, but we're gonna go with that. So you guys have done a very good job. You have made progress for sure. And when last we spoke, you guys had a couple of really good leads on where the next staff piece might be. Sirach, you were attuned to the Staff of Gyron. You had noted that it was flying above the city, and a little bit of research, most likely, silver dragons tend to make their home above the clouds, as do red dragons. Actually, the tops of mountains is common for them, but silver dragons have a better relationship with other civilized races. They really tend to like them. Cloud giants are the ones that can make flying castles, as it were. And so you guys have come to this pretty good conclusion. You know that there are some art exhibits that are set to be made. I forgot what some of your other leads were.
There was a white dragon, or something that worked for a white dragon, that approached Grizz.
Mm-hmm.
Was kind of impressed by the cooking, so
Yes.
he threw a lead that way.
Yes.
And there was something about a dragon chess tournament.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yes. So those are all very interesting things that we should probably get to next week. But let's focus in on that staff piece. Sirach, I think.
Yes?
What did you find out last week?
So what I found out was that the directionality that the Staff of Gyron was pointing me to was up into a section of clouds that seemed to, while there were other clouds moving around it, there was this specific section of clouds that seemed to be stationary and in a what would be described geosynchronous sort of orbit where it's not moving.
Yeah. Good. So, what would you guys like? How would you like to approach this problem? Where would you like to begin? You guys, we'll say it is past dinner time. You guys are past the dinner rush. You've done the cleanup. Everybody's a little sore because serving jobs are harder than
Intense.
anyone gives them credit for. So your wings, your feet, your feathers, your horns, all tired, but you have regrouped. Thosen, you have your blacksmith's apron has been doubled into a butchery apron. Sorry, Screevers gave you that job. That and to keep the fires burning. Sarai, you did a wonderful job handing out flyers along with treasure. Tauroth, were you doing the Chowster reviews?
No, Screebers basically had me as a kitchen boy, just kind of
That's
running around.
right, he did. Yes, he did. Of course he did. So it is the night of our last adventure, of our last week. You guys have the opportunity to sort of go over what you have and make a plan for the next day. Making it up to those clouds seems to be the primary focus. So I leave it to you. How would you guys like to do this?
So we talked about, I know we talked about last week how there are like architectural pieces that are used primarily by the little folk to get around where flying is because they can't fly.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't look like any of those go to the cloud structures. Or is that something we could investigate?
Yeah, go ahead. Why don't you guys make an investigation check?
Oh, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
That's we got mixed around. Okay, I'm at bottom now.
Yeah. Carlos juggled everybody when his camera went out.
No, that's all right. Cool. I looked back at the screen and I was like, I'm
not in the same place as before.
I looked at the screen. I was like, wow, I look good. Oh wait, that's Meg. My bad.
There it is. Sarai, what did you get?
16.
Okay. Tauroth?
Too busy getting some of the grease that fell into my boots out. I got a 1.
Oof. Yeah, that's rough. Carlos?
10.
Sirach?
Rode well. I got a 19.
Nice. And Treasure?
15.
15. Okay. Sirach, yeah, you do discover that there are teleportation circles that are used to travel to the cloud castles, right? The dragon of the clouds is an ancient silver worm that is named Chance Kirin.
Chance Kirin.
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 Yep.
Like dragon? Doesn't Kirin mean dragon?
Kirin is it might in certain languages. They're also the name of the like unicorn ponies.
That was it. Oh, okay, I was like, we've had a Kirin before.
Yes, yes. So that can mean lucky or fortunate also, because they are emissaries of good luck and good fortune and things like that. So there seems to be in his naming convention a theme of fortune or luck.
All right. So, basically, in those clouds up above, I'm thinking there's a place there, because we got, that's where this signal's coming from, guys.
So, this is not. This is more just out of a personal curiosity, Sirach. But how much can you carry when you fly?
Not.
Treasure puts down the extra corn dog.
I could probably get, At least, 2 people up there, but I might have some trouble with 2 others. No, we're gonna have to find a different way. I think I saw some teleportation circles or something. I mean, that's got to be how they get up there, right?
There is an extensive network for teleportation circles throughout the city. It is how dragons of wealth and magical means fast travel. So yeah, they could literally fly everywhere, but some of it's miles, and they're like, nah, I'm gonna literally walk in a teleportation circle.
Yep.
Yeah, because when you're an old dragon, walking and flying makes you tired. That's
Flying. Now that is a young dragon's game.
exactly.
This is more of a Mars question, but do the teleportation circles for dragons stop when adventurers are nearby, since they can't fast travel while there's enemies?
Well,
I had to. I'm sorry.
You're good. It takes a minute to activate a teleportation circle. So I think it's more that's why they can't fast travel when there are enemies nearby. So
Now,
a
this
good
is
question.
something that I don't know. Does anyone know how to use a teleportation circle? Because I'm sure you gotta step inside them, but then do you just circle, take me to the Isle of Naboombu, and then you just go? What happens? Does anyone know?
I don't think it works quite like that. I think somebody has to cast. I don't know how to do it.
I definitely don't know how to do it.
I'm gonna kind of poke Treasure on the arm. Do you know how to do it?
You put your right hoof in, you put your right hoof out. Listen, I watched lots of people do it, but I never actually personally did anything beyond stand in one and go where people told me to.
But what if we don't have hooves?
Well, then it just gets complicated.
Oh shit.
To help you guys out a little bit, Fable can let you know. It is a spell. Takes a minute to cast. You have to know the address of the teleportation circle you are going to. Think Stargate, for those of us who are so nerdily inclined.
Which I have recently started rewatching, and I'm on episode 12 of SG-1.
It's a good series.
It is a super good series.
So you're probably your best effort could be making contact with somebody that works up there. Every dragon of note has small folk emissaries and servants and seneschals and all of those wonderful titles. Or any sort of business of importance has to do business with the dragon, with the Skybound, right? So ingratiating yourselves with any of them is a great way to go.
So we gotta find someone with silver scales on their clothes, or someone who works with mail delivery.
There
Gotcha.
was a guy that talked to Grizz last week because he liked the food, and he wanted to hire him for his dragon. Do we remember what color he was wearing?
That was a white.
And that's what we want, right?
No, we wanted a silver.
Fuck. Okay. Okay. So we just need to find people wearing silver.
Mm-hmm.
I look around for people wearing silver.
Well, there's none immediately around you, but we'll dive into that tomorrow. You guys wake up.
There's none here. Sorry.
You have a good night's rest. You guys gather up, and Grizz and company, the others, continue to tend the booming business of Screamer Screamin' Meats.
Such a good name.
and you take the lightning rail into the heart of Draconopolis. It is a massive mass transit system designed for the small folk, and it, like the monorails of Walt Disney World that drives through buildings and through not just parks and outdoors, but just living and working areas of these dragons. The city is built for their size. The city is built for their grandeur. And it is accommodations that are made for smaller creatures. Right? Yes, Sirach.
I'm just imagining the train scene from Zootopia where you have like the giant train and then you just have the little train at the bottom where all the small little ones ride.
Yeah, that is it. Except I think this train is at dragon height, like natural dragon head height. That's where a lot of the like medium creature walkways are, so that dragons don't have to stoop down to talk to people. Yeah, it's not at eye level, like it's at chest level. They're still above you, but that you're an old dragon, can't be looking down. Don't want to carry your peoplers with you all the time to see all these little folk running around. So yeah, it is about that size. Everybody, do me a favor. I will take any persuasion or investigation check. It is up to you. And we're gonna do a fun little chance game. So the better you do, the better chance your team has.
Persuasion or perception?
I'm gonna say persuasion or investigation. Because it's not just any like there are people with silver scales around, right? Like every 10 minutes you're gonna run into one, but not all silver scales are the same, and so it is sussing out who is actually of use and value to you. That is important here. So, Sarai, what'd you get?
14 persuasion.
All right. Tarath.
I'm distracted by how big everything is and just trying to kind of math everything. I got a natural one in my investigation.
All right. What's your total?
Yeah. That was bad.
So just a 1? That's the...
No, I got a total 9.
Total 9. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Great. There we go. Carlos.
27. Sorry, Zoom's being pain. Natural 20 for a 27.
Of investigation
Persuasion.
or persuasion?
Sorry.
Right. All right.
Jesus.
I think you convert somebody in the process. Yeah.
Wouldn't be my first time.
There you go. Sirach, what'd you get?
Sirach got a 7 for investigation.
7. All right. Sounds good. And Treasure.
Treasure adjusts her like scale mail bikini top, which is also silver, puffs up her chest, and managed to get a 27 as well in persuasion.
Ooh.
Beef league.
All right. So,
Have you heard the good word of beef?
with the beeflings, that reminds me of Preacher, the AMC series. It's God of meat. That's awful. Don't say that. So, on the backs of the beeflings, here's what's going to happen. You guys totaled up at 84%. Nicely done. I'm going to ask Sirach to roll me a percentile. Okay? Sirach, if you roll under 84%, or do you want to roll high or roll low? I'll give it to you either way. You let me know.
You know what? With my chances, I'm say roll low.
Okay, so if you roll under 84%, you're going to find somebody that is not only helpful, but not only knows how to get you into the Sky Fortress, but is helpful. All right? And if you roll above it, you're going to find somebody that can get you into the Sky Fortress, but they're going to want something from you. So, Once you roll that percentile, let me know what you get.
All right. Every time I roll this, you roll low. Don't screw me this time, percentile dice.
But it's our last chance for you to roll high.
Okay, 35.
All right. Nicely done. So, you guys spend the better part of the day in the heart of Draconopolis. You run into some individuals that are dressed in silver scales, some that do a wide variety of businesses. You stop and talk to some of the mail delivery people, although you find out that most of the medium creatures only deliver medium creature mail. They have a special, a specialized flying like gargoyle force to deliver dragon-sized mail, because dragons are bigger. They need bigger people to deliver bigger mail. I reserve the right to say not gargoyles later, but for now, that's what I said. And you do come away with one of the people that used to work up in the Sky Fortress has introduced themselves as Brenton Thorne, human of just past middle age, so near 40, whose chin just barely at the corners has begun to gray, and otherwise is impeccably dressed. And you can tell on his uniform that the scales have been removed from his clothing. He's come highly recommended, and you've weaned your way through all of the dragon servants like no reference I can say that's going to make sense. So we're going to keep moving. But this is where you have arrived. It is early evening, and Brenton has agreed to meet with you at the Ice Dragon Cafe. And as you guys make your way into this place, it is sort of the under-the-bar mouse hole to a much larger dragon cafe. And each of the tables has a dense sort of a coffee icicle that is sort of descending from the roof down to the sides, and there is like a little spigot there, and you there's a sort of a Bunsen burner lighter that you click and light so that it slowly melts and pours the coffee for everybody at the table with 4 little spigots. And Brenton is sitting there at one of them. Each table sort of is defined by the type of brew that it is, and most of them are named for dragon types or mythical dragon types. And as you guys are making your way in, you take a look at the sign over the spigots for his, and in the glass etched around it, and then inked in sort of black and silver, is a note that is the words Quicksilver Plus.
Huh. Just kind of looking around. It's like, hey, Dresha?
She's already just kind of semi-shivering to herself.
It's like, that's all coffee. That's all coffee, right?
I'm gonna venture to say yes.
I found my new favorite place.
You can have it. It's cold in here.
So do we just get a cup and light one of them on fire? Is that what we do, or what's going on?
I'm about to find out. Just start making my way.
Okay. Yeah, you've spotted Brenton. You know him by description. He doesn't know you. So when you are ready to make your approach, you may, but you guys can make your way to the cafe bar where the ordering is taking place. All of sort of the coffee machines, for lack of a better term, are steampunk pipe style coming from the roof of this place. So yeah, what would you like to do?
This first thing I'd probably do is go to the bar, just ask for a couple drinks, see if I can get one that's actually nice and hot for treasure.
Okay. Yeah, so the way this place charges is by the cup that you order, and you're paying more, but it's essentially like bottomless coffee. And then if you want to have a hot coffee, then you have a specialty cup that has a hearthstone in it that will heat the coffee once it is melted into the cup.
The more you describe this place, the more I want it to be a real place to go to.
I have coffee dreams, I guess. I don't know. I just sounded cool.
More than cool.
Yeah. Ice cold.
I'll probably get probably get just like a regular cup for myself, and see about getting one of the like hot cup drinks for a treasure. Get that warmed up.
Yeah. Her cup comes with a saucer so that it's comfortable to hold or set down, right? Yeah, you can buy the small, the extra large size. Like, it's really by size, kind of what you're buying. For the hot coffee, we're gonna say both of them are like 5 silver, just to make nice round numbers for me. So yeah, you get those cups. Sirach those in. So Ride, are you guys picking up any coffee on the road, or?
I definitely am. I'm gonna take the darkest, strongest that they have.
Okay.
Sirach is gonna try coffee.
Okay.
Saride's getting something iced so she can swirl it judgily.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it all starts iced until you melt it enough, which is a good time. Sirach, since you are trying coffee for the first time, if I'm understanding right. Okay. Good.
Tower off, get the crowbar ready.
This whole campaign is just Sirach's adventures with controlled substances.
It really is. Yep.
Caffeine, technically a controlled substance. Yep.
How are you supposed to learn otherwise?
Safe environment.
You think
surrounded by your friends.
Think they have fantasy dare, you know?
Okay.
Don't do the spice now.
So, Sirach, what would
Yes.
you like to drink?
So as you said, there are just stalagmites of coffee.
Yeah, they're in tubes.
Stalactites.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which one has like the harshest sounding name?
Oh, the harshest sounding name is
Like, I want something that's like Fist of the Beast King. Like,
how about the Black Dragon's Gums?
yeah, he'll go right up to that.
Okay.
He'll turn that spigot and let it flow into his cup.
Yeah. So it starts to heat up. The spigot turns, and it slowly begins to pour out. It is a pure black. There is nothing cutting it. as it were. You've got we'll say like a medium-sized cup that that you go ahead and fill up. Taking it iced, or you gonna try to heat it up to coffee temp?
No, iced.
Okay.
Leave it iced.
Okay.
He doesn't know better.
He doesn't know better. That's fine. All right. Yeah, you're good to go.
All right, I'm gonna take a swig.
Okay. So as you do, you discover a couple of interesting things about the Black Dragon's gums. There are so this is a thick black cold brew that has coffee grounds still remaining like in it that you're supposed to filter down and out. And you can kind of see people have like little filters and meshes and things like that. But you get up there and you take a good drink. I want you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, because I'm good at those.
Yeah, they're your best.
All right. So, did you say a Constitution throw or a Constitution saving throw?
Saving throw.
Saving throw. Okay, then it's 14.
Nicely done. Yeah, you succeed. You sort of birdie it up, and then you like in your beak find that the little coffee grounds have kind of lined the underside of your beak, basically where your gums would be, and they start to tingle and get a little numb.
It's smooth.
You good there, Sirach?
You just see Sirach's eyes begin to, like the pupils begin to widen.
The maze is working properly.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling
Good,
perfectly
right?
fine. I think we could do anything here. Do we have to talk to this guy? Where is this Breton guy? I know we kept hearing about him. I thought I saw him over here, but now I'm just trying to get this coffee into my system. And whoa!
Hey, Sirach.
Yes?
Here's something. Here's something I want to test out.
What's up?
Can you taste sound?
Taste sound? What kind of idiotic question is that, Tyrod? No one can taste. That's a trumpet.
Well, all right. You've never had coffee before, have you?
Should one's heart beat this fast? I'm just not really sure that it should be beating this fast. Like usually I'm just like a thump, 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 but now it's like a thump, 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 thump.
Put my hands on his shoulders and just, all right, Sirach, just take a deep breath in, slowly, or as slow as you can right now. Let it out slowly. All right. Oh boy. We might need to work some of this out of you just so. We're kind of seeing you're kind of up here right now. We kind of want to bring it back down just a hair or a feather. Nice and easy. Oh boy. I'll kind of turn to Treasure and just kind of point towards Sirach. Just.
She's laughing. She's like in her cup and laughing.
All right.
You know what? I think we did find Brenton. Let's go talk to Brenton.
Yeah, I think I'm fine. I think I'm coming down from it. And I'm immediately going to do a backflip. Just standing position, do a backflip.
Okay. Make
Yeah.
an acrobatics check. Go for it.
Oh, you were on a 12. You were on a 12. Rolled a 2 for a 10.
You complete the backflip.
Yeah.
You get distracted when you're upside down, and you forget that you're doing a backflip, and then you remember you're doing a backflip, and you land it. Not the most graceful, but you do it.
Yeah, I'm calm. I'm calm. I'm totally calm.
I'm gonna take a sip of his coffee now.
Okay, go for it.
Con save too.
Yes.
Sarai, do we want to bust out the child leashes at this point?
So my first roll was a nat 1. My
Okay.
second roll was a nat 1. My third roll was a nat 20.
Hey.
22.
Yeah, it's good coffee. It's thick. It's a little it's a little chewy, because there are grounds in it. But they're not your normal coffee grounds. They definitely are sort of like the coffee mocha, like little Java chips that you can like chew on. So yeah.
She's gonna walk over to Sarai, I'm Sarai, and to Sirach and offer her iced coffee. And here, maybe this might help. And she'll put a hand on him and cast Calm Emotions.
Okay.
If he wants me to. It's a save.
Are you trying to resist, Rock?
I wouldn't know to. I wouldn't. I trust implicitly of Sarai.
Okay.
Yeah, just maybe not backflipping. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good. Yeah, you start to feel a little calmer. Your heart starts beating a little slower.
Okay.
It's better when it's iced, right?
Yeah, you're not wrong. This stuff's good.
So, to Brenton?
To Brenton. You guys see him? He's still over at the spigot, Quicksilver Plus. He's the only one at that table. And yeah, a lot of the other tables usually have some sort of like a stirring stick, or some have straws. Some look like they have iced ice cubes of like milk or cream and sugar or other little traditional accoutrement to such drinks. But he is there by himself. It's towards the back. It's kind of a not completely isolated, but it's definitely, you get the feeling it's one of the less used tables.
I'll make sure I finish my first cup. Kind of
Okay.
walk over and, excuse me, good sir. Just mind if I
What?
just get a shot at the spigot, please? The Quicksilver Plus sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Yep, just calmly reach in, pour some in.
Okay. He watches you with an enthralled interest.
Sorry, did I spill something on myself?
No.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah.
Oh, we see. I have the ability. We'll see if I can. No, because I was a nat 1 for an 8. So,
Dude's a little weird, but you're not really
yeah,
sure what's
it's
up.
a coffee shop.
Yeah,
No one's normal.
that's true. That's true.
There's no weird people in coffee shops. What are you talking about?
There's always going to be the one guy working on the screenplay.
Yeah.
I'm right here, Eric.
So Brenton's there. He is eyes locked on Tauroth.
Sirach's going to waddle over and sit down at the table.
Treasure's gonna make her way over. How's it taste?
I'll just take a sip.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
11.
You immediately start sweating.
Damn, now I know how Sirach felt like 5 minutes ago.
Your leg starts shaking.
Just gonna kind of calmly have a seat. Just
As he sits on the stool, you guys start hearing just a rapid like
I look.
as his shaking leg on an uneven chair just is rattling.
Talroth, you okay over there?
yeah, I'm good. Ooh, this stuff is really good. Yeah, mine.
Oh,
Yep.
whoa.
Yep.
I look so right. I think someone may have cast haste on him. Should I
No.
detect some form of magic?
No,
Like,
sweetie, he's just drinking coffee like a big boy. Good lord.
I mean, I drink
None of us
coffee
can
like a big
handle
boy
this.
too, but
Well, I don't think it's coffee. This is dragon coffee.
Well, now Treasure's curious, and she's gonna take a sip of whatever Talroth is drinking.
All right.
I'll just as slowly as I can hand up the cup so it doesn't shake and spill.
Sure. It's cold, but make your Constitution saving throw.
oh my god.
Okay, well, Constitution's something I'm actually pretty good at.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's gonna be 15 plus 7.
Okay. One of
Okay.
us makes it out of here.
As you take the drink, Treasure, your jaw starts to tingle right at the hinge, and you feel very twitchy, but you realize it and you're able to control it. But yeah, you definitely you're like, I get it. I understand why Talroth is having a moment here.
Can I tell if the way that this guy is acting is because he failed a con save on this coffee?
Sure. Yeah. I'll take insider medicine.
I'll go with medicine.
Okay.
12.
Okay. So it doesn't actually look like he failed failed the con save. You get the feeling he drinks this all the time.
But this is just kind of how he acts on it.
Yeah. You sort of piece together that if he isn't drinking this, he probably doesn't get out of bed.
Okay.
It is a complete chemical dependency, and he's got 2 speeds, going and
off.
stop.
Wow, I mean, I wish I knew what that felt like.
So,
I think we're here to meet you, my friend.
oh yeah, is that you guys? Is that what? Who is it that you said you were gonna be?
Yeah, that's us. That's us. We're here. This is the people.
Good. So you were looking to get into Chance Convince?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yep. I can get you in there. I used to work there.
Oh, what did you do?
I did everything. That's why I never slept. That's why I had to drink this. That's why I can never stop drinking this.
Sirach's just gonna slide his cup over. Interesting.
Yep.
So yeah,
Yep.
how
Good
do we
times.
yeah, great times. How bet?
Absolutely. Got fired 3 days ago. Not bitter about it at all.
What if you don't mind my asking, what happened?
Nothing. Did my
Not
job.
drinking on the job?
No. Never
Then
drinking.
what'd you get fired for?
Have to drink on the job. Drinking is the job. This is the job, and I do the job, and I do it very well. I did everything. Used to schedule his lunches. Used to schedule his meetings. Used to schedule his art displays. Used to schedule his transfers of money, of scales, of coins, of art, of. Anyway, so yeah, came in one day because I used to sometimes get to go home to sleep. It was my night at home. It was a treat. Used to get a treat, and got a nice high rise. Really great. Could pay for it. Lived almost at the top of the central tower. Really cool place. But when you're beneath the clouds, you're beneath the clouds, right? So anyway, I came in and I saw Chance, and I was like, Chance, you got to get scrubbed up. We got to go. And he said, Brenton, my quick little man, you're fired. And I said, but Chance, that's impossible. I know literally your entire schedule. You couldn't do anything without me. I am your living, breathing PDA, like personal dragon assistant. Like I do it all. I don't understand. And I've been really, really good. Are you getting rid of me for a newer model? He goes, No, Brenton. Your services are no longer required. And I said, this has to be some sort of mistake. And then he did the dragon thing where he yelled, and I did the human thing where I ran. And then a couple of Dragonborn came and escorted me to the teleporter. And then I was teleportation circled out of there. And then as I was walking away from the place, it exploded.
The place with the teleportation circle?
Yep.
In the sky, or the one that's down here on the ground?
Down here on the ground.
It exploded.
It exploded. Yep.
Is that normal
Nope.
for teleportation circle?
Hasn't happened in 250 years. Probably more. But arcane overload, misuse of dust. Said it was small folk drinking on the job. Not small folk, not drinking on the job. Bunch of dragons took a bunch of people out that used to work there. You know, chewed them up, spit them out, breathed on them a lot. Really nasty stuff.
You mean took them out?
Yeah. Medium folk don't often get the blame if anything happens with a dragon. So, you know, kind of a thing. But I'm pretty sure they were trying to blow me up. Wanted it to look like an accident. Good thing I walk so fast.
Yeah, it's all this Quicksilver Plus.
Nah, have to use the Quicksilver Plus. Anything else is useless. Dumb. Waste of time.
So, would you even, I'd hazard to say, with as much as you know about Chance's schedule, could there be a chance that he just wanted to get rid of you for how much you knew?
Yep, absolutely. Very possible. But Chance hasn't had anything against a human in a very long time. It's very odd for Chance. Chance is, you know, super lucky. And part of his luck was having the best assistant ever, which was me. So I think somebody replaced him.
Somebody replaced Chance.
Yep.
So Chance Corinne isn't Chance Corinne.
Yeah.
Well, just kind of listening, is there a way that we know that Chance is not Chance? And sorry, just had to catch my breath for a second. That is some strong coffee.
Yep.
Is there a way for us to know or to figure out if that really is Chance or not? Like some kind of tick or tell or something.
I think you need something a little different than that. I can make an arrangement. We can have a spell of True Sight prepared. I didn't have it when I was going in there. So, you know, maybe if you go in there with something like that, then that would help. But I know that Chance hasn't made any appearances in 3 days, and that's very odd for Chance. Chance likes making appearances. And dragons have True Sight. So if the dragon Chance, that's not Chance, is trying to stay out of sight, it's because he's trying to stay out of True Sight.
Aha!
That, oddly enough, makes perfect sense.
I know, right? I've been thinking about it a lot.
Well, where are we gonna get that scroll? You know a guy, or?
Yep, I know everybody. That's why I'm the best assistant in the whole city.
Well, some of Chance's luck rubbed off on you that you get out in that teleporter blow up.
If it helps, I can cast it.
That's great. Perfect.
So
Don't need
can
a scroll.
I.
Super good. Super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
I'd have to wait until tomorrow in order to do it.
Same.
That's okay. Tomorrow's fine.
All right. Well then, are you gonna be with us inside of the castle, or do you think they see you and it's bad times?
Oh, they see any of us, it's going to be bad times because you're not invited. And Chance doesn't like people that aren't invited. I mean, actually, he kind of does, but he says he doesn't. But if I was somebody that had replaced Chance and I didn't want other people to find out, I wouldn't like it if people showed up unannounced. And if they did, I would probably try to kill them. So I don't think it matters if I'm with you or not. They're going to try to kill everybody. So I think we go in there and you guys kill them first.
Cool. So go into a place, possibly commit mass murder to a public figure.
No, not to a public. I mean, who knows if the person that's impersonating Chance is a public figure? But Chance is a very important public figure. That would be more like home defense. But as far as I understood it, and maybe this is dragon propaganda, but don't all adventurers just break into houses and kill everybody and commit mass murder? Like, isn't that your gig? Isn't that like what you guys do? I'm pretty sure that's the job description, isn't it? I've never been to like an adventuring school, but I feel like, kick in the door, kill everything, and take what's left isn't that like? It doesn't sound hard. I mean, it sounds
Okay.
hard, but it doesn't sound complicated.
Well, it does depend on the brand of adventures you're going for. I mean, at least for us, we tend to kind of explore first, make sure we know what we're getting ourselves into most of the time.
Cool.
But for the most part, at least personally, I prefer avoiding murder because it just gets messy and to clean up afterwards.
Do you clean up afterwards? From everything I've seen from the, dragon reels, there's no cleanup afterwards. That's like part of the stigma about adventurers is that even if you kill a dragon and you take all of the stuff, that any dragon that moves in there afterwards is going to have to clean up after you, and it just seems rude.
So the biggest part of the stigma is that we're messy.
No, the biggest part of the stigma is that you guys are mass murderers. But, you're also tasty, and you make for really good villains in dragon propaganda pieces. So,
I can at least counter that tasty part. I know for a fact I taste horrible with hot sauce.
Good to know.
So
How do
you
you
do
know
know
this?
it's propaganda, though, right?
I mean, I'm medium folk, but here, if you're a dragon, what would you be afraid of? Pretty much nothing. And if people wanted you to be afraid of something, they would have to make something scary. So, adventurers are roaming bands of maniacal killers come to steal your eggs in the night and inspire fear and want you to, both corrupt your brain and destroy your clutches. You guys are both weak and yet extremely terrifying. So, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's what people listen to. Well, that's really what dragons listen to. So,
The beginnings of fascism. Your enemy is both weak and underminingly strong at the same time.
luckily there are some smart dragons, but I mean, entertainment is entertainment. So, but there's a lot more rhetoric about that. That's what the Dragon First movement is about.
Yeah, we've been hearing a fair bit about that lately.
Yep.
Don't suppose your friend Chance there had any rivalries or any counter interest with that movement?
Oh yeah, Chance hated them. Didn't believe in them. Really liked the small folk. It found us not only useful but entertaining, and the fact that we developed culture so very fast compared to dragons made us like super entertaining. Because as far as dragons go, stuff just takes a really, 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 really long time for things to come about. So new ideas and small folk practices are kind of a hot button issue. But even Chance being near one of the oldest dragons in Draconopolis, adopting new wave adventures, really set the pace for both old and young dragons alike. Not to mention the amassed fortune. I mean, there's a reason the dude lives above the city. So, that's a statement. But, wherever Chance voted, a lot of the older dragon constituents voted as well. And he was building a really big following with a bunch of the younger dragons, too. So, Chance is a real mover and or shaker.
Well, this does bring up the question, are there any other dragons that might be able to kind of take Chance's place that haven't been around lately.
I mean, there's a lot of older dragons, and many of them have a ton of influence. I don't. Do you mean like replace Chance because he's dead, or replace Chance like they're trying to impersonate him?
Let's go with the has anybody noticeable been missing while Chance has been missing also?
I mean, it's been 3 days, and I've been a little focused on not dying and the fact that I was almost blown up, so haven't really been paying attention.
I'll just slide some more coffee his way.
Thanks. That's good. He actually puts the cup to the side, and he looks up at like the bar, and then he looks at Treasure. He goes, "Hey, can you take like a step this way?"
She kind of scoots
Thank you.
to where he.
And he reaches into a bag of holding, and he pulls out this the like 7-Eleven gallon thermos cup, the medieval version of that, and he cranks the fire up and opens the spigots, and it's big enough that it'll like catch all four. And he's like, "Shh." This is one of only 2 places in the city that still serves Quicksilver Plus, and everybody knows that I drink it. And if somebody was going to try to kill me, they would definitely try to kill me at a place where there was Quicksilver Plus. So I have to get enough Quicksilver Plus to, not die. So
I'm going to just calmly, just casually kind of turn around and just do a quick scan of the bar, see if anyone else was kind of eyeing this direction.
okay, yeah, make a perception check.
Can I also make a perception check?
Absolutely, yeah.
Rolled was 15, but my passive is 21 if it matters.
I'll take the passive, sure.
Yeah, same thing. My roll was 9, but my passive's 22.
The people that seem most interested in Brenton are the people that work there. Like, you get the feeling he's done this trick before, and they're trying to, like, keep an eye on him. None of the other patrons, like, they seem interested in you guys a little bit because you're new, and you're clearly from out of town, but it doesn't look like he's in immediate danger. Although what he is saying does make sense, and he firmly believes it.
I mean, just based on that, if he's going to be in danger out here or in there, might as well take him with us in there, because he's going to know a whole lot more about the layout of that place and even some ways to get around that we might not know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'd say let's pack it up here if you're good to go. We said tomorrow, correct?
Cool. Yeah. Yep.
Do you have any personal effects need to pick up first, or you good to start walking with us?
No, I put everything that I needed in my bag because, my place and the high rise, real dangerous. So, no, I've been up for about 3 days, and I have been wandering the streets of Dragonopolis like a badass, but I'm ready to go. Let's go.
Cool. You're gonna be a delight when we introduce you to Screevers.
Absolutely. Super excited. Let's do it. And he puts his giant thermos cup away, and he follows you guys out.
Before we leave, I am going to get a little more of the Quicksilver, see if I can put a cap on it. Hey, Treasure, maybe this will wake Narvi up.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so you guys keep an eye on Brenton for the evening. And actually, he decides when he sees the meat truck, he's like, because it's part meat truck, part like slaughterhouse, as far as I can tell. Like, it's kind of terrifying. So he has a very rapid breakdown, but decides not to drink the brew that night. So he actually passes out for, like, he goes dead to the world for the night, for 8 hours. You guys arise in the morning. You gather your stuff. You prepare the appropriate spells. Brenton is going to lead you to one of the public teleportation circles. They're a service for most of the city, and the use of them, he knows some private ones. So by private, I mean they don't record who's going in and out. So
black market teleportation circles.
Yes. So it's gonna run 500 gold pieces for the trip.
Yeah, we have more than enough in. If the gold's in the bag of holding or the handy haversack, we have more than enough.
Yeah, absolutely. Just go ahead and check it off. It is the longest trip in the city, so you guys can do that. Is there anything you would like to prepare before journeying to the Skybound Castle?
Only thing I'd probably want to do is just ask Brenton like stuff about Chance. How big is he naturally? Just trying to get the idea. Are we talking about an adult dragon, an ancient dragon?
Definitely ancient. He is a gargantuan worm. He is he's old, and he's got a bit of dragon belly. And so he doesn't like walking. He prefers to fly. And if he's feeling he's very old. If he's feeling real old, he'll cast essentially like a souped up version of Tensor's floating disc to carry him places. But yeah, when he walks, his tummy sort of sways and or drags against the ground. So
I'm just laughing at the fact that the dragon essentially has a magical lazy boy.
yeah. He's got the magical rascal scooter. That's absolutely. I mean, if you were an ancient uber wealthy dragon, would you want to walk anywhere? You know?
Oh, that's a fair point.
Yeah, exactly. So, Brenton, you're lucky. It's good that you're taking Brenton with you. Brenton knows most of the security aspects of the fortress. He says it is rare that Chance has activated the security in a very long time. It also restricts his movement throughout the castle. Basically turns whatever room he's in into like a panic room, and has a bunch of dragon defenses and some adventurer defenses as well. But last chance, last call for pre-teleportation goodness. Okay.
I got my arrows. I got everything. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm just grabbing a couple things out of the bag of holding and stuff just to be able to have it on hand.
Sure. Absolutely. So, as you guys step through the teleportation circle, you find yourselves in a cold, freezing, massive stone room. It is the roof is 60 feet tall, just at the edge of most of your dark vision. There are some magical sconces that light the sides of the walls. The teleportation circle is sized for a dragon, and you definitely get the feeling that this place was built for giants. Probably built by giants gifted to this dragon. The doors are about 20 feet tall, and it's not quite big enough that you're Jack and the Beanstalking, like ducking under doors, but there are little like people doors, like cat doors, doggy doors, for the smaller folk as you come in. As the arcane energy fades and dissipates into the background, Brenton sort of looks around and Okay, good. Yep. All right, good. So, it doesn't look like the defenses have been activated, which is, really nice. But they'll probably notice that the teleportation circle was used, because just the flash of arcane power is, so we should get moving. Quick.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do this just to help us out, and I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
So everyone gets a +10 to their stealth rolls.
Okay.
I am
If we wanna-
throwing up my hood. I am pulling my mask up.
Absolutely. As you guys begin to head for the door, I would like everyone to make me stealth checks. And we're going to use these the way we do our sneaking minigame, our sneaking struggle. So this is going to count the number of failures you guys can have before being discovered. Okay. So, DC is 16. Tell me who rolled above a 16. Raise your hand if you rolled above a 16. Hey! All right. Well, Brenton, natural 1. So you guys get 4.
I nat 20.
Okay. So we'll call it even at 5.
I
Sounds
was
good.
gonna say who's made it because I can't see any of you.
You can't see us.
No,
I got a 44.
I've been blind this whole time, but it's all good. You can see me.
No.
Yeah.
Carlos, is there anything we can do to help? Like, what's going on?
A shot of whiskey would be great.
Big mood, my friend. Big mood. So sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay.
It's all good. I'll try it during the intermission. I'll try to fix it.
Yeah, no problem.
But
No
anyway.
problem. So, yes, you guys begin to make your way out of the entrance here out onto a precipice, and it is the wind is what kicks up first. It chills most of you to the bone. Treasure, you absolutely hate this. And you realize that the clouds, each of those little clouds that sort of orbits it, is its own tower to this cloud giant fortress. There are doors that sort of shift with it as it kind of rotates and turns, but it doesn't have bridges in the traditional sense. Now, they're very large walkways, but there's not like railing on the side of them. They're more like large, almost cylindrical poles for, imagine like a cat plaything or like a creature with claws to walk across and kind of flip upside down. You can see the claw marks in the very dense granite stone. And you also see that this dragon, at least at some point in its life, kind of used this as like a playhouse. It's got some dragon scratches, some claw marks on the outside. Some of them look deep and violent. Some of them just look like a pet, indiscriminately playing with something. And so the castle itself has had a little bit of wear and tear. It still looks like it's in good repair. But this is not a bridge for small people. This is a fun tightrope toy for a dragon. So, as you guys are making your way across this path, I am going to require athletics checks or acrobatics check if you fly. As you guys are going. So, DC for this is going to be 16. Let's start with Sarai. She's telling me no.
That's a spicy 6, my dude.
Oof. Tauroth.
Well, it was a 6 on the athletics, unless I can do acrobatics instead.
You're not flying, so I need you. You're just gritting down and digging across. Carlos.
That's a natural 1.
Ooh, what's the total?
5.
Okay. Treasure.
I'm back.
19 plus 9.
Okay. That's good.
Can
So
I have them like hold on to my tail and we conga line this?
we're gonna find a solution. Absolutely. Sirach.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. So Sirach, yeah, you can fly. You can fly through it. You definitely catch some of the winds, and you kind of thermal raise up and out to the side, and then swing back around and make your way to the door. Treasure, you're gonna be blown off of the rail, but you actually sort of shimmy around to the side, so you're kind of using the actual block, the actual path to like block the wind from knocking you off. But it's like doing a crazy army crawl that for like 60 feet. That takes some strength. For the rest of you, because 2 of your friends have made it across, you can attempt to do so again, and make attempts with advantage, except for Thosen. I'm gonna say you're starting to develop a distinct fear of heights, because the chances of falling are high. And that's the only result I can give you on this nat 1 that isn't going to send you plummeting to the earth.
That's fair.
So we have advantage to do athletics again?
Yes, you have advantage, or Sirach can make the acrobatics check with one of you. He'll be at disadvantage to fly one of you across.
That's okay.
With being afraid, would it still be at advantage or straight roll?
We're gonna give it to you at advantage, but it's gonna start. This is the beginning of a paranoia and phobia.
Okay.
Are you fucking joking me? Oh my god.
Saride, what'd you get?
I rolled double 4s, so 5.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh,
Tauroth, what'd you get?
17 this time.
Okay. And Thosen.
22 athletics.
Okay.
just go on without me, man. It's fine.
Saride, you do make it across, but you, much like Thosen, nearly fall off of this path. And if you didn't have it before, you're developing a distinct distaste for being really high up in places.
As she almost falls, I pull her and we both fall towards where it's safe, and she falls on top of me. And I'm looking at her and saying, we are never doing that ever again.
Ever again. Ever again. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That was...
Also, while we're here, she'll kiss him on the cheek and cast Death Ward.
Nicely done.
Well, thank you. I kiss her back and cast Death Ward.
Jeez, get a room.
Hey,
We're gonna live forever!
hey, Treasure.
Bang.
Man, once we kind of get the hang of it, that rope thing was kind of fun, wasn't it?
She's still not liking the cold. Like, she was fine on it, but not a fan of the cold. I should have brought a parka. The voices from on high, the gods, told me to go and take extra time. Did I need anything else? Do you need anything, Treasure? Are you sure before we get up here? And I left the parka in this haversack with Stitch.
And if we finally get back on our feet,
You do.
I think she's just like crawling like I do on like that connector bridge at the convention center.
Oh, okay. Sure.
She's just army crawling across. In Orc, she'll Thosen Go, go stand by Treasure. Go try and warm her up.
Do I have to?
Yes, it's a good thing to do. She's cold.
Okay. I'll go awkwardly stand next to Treasure and kind of go like, there, and pat her in the shoulder.
While I'm crawling.
Like,
Go without me. I'll be fine.
Fine.
I'll catch up.
Thosin, are you okay?
yes, I heard you were cold, so I'm trying to warm you up.
I appreciate it. Yeah, not a fan of any of this. I miss the desert already.
Mm.
Just gonna think palm trees until we're out of here. All the palm trees. And baklava.
I can always like Searing Smite you and you'd be warm.
You'd be warm for the rest of your life.
I mean, I could bring out Bloodburner, but I have a feeling that we don't want to pull that hand of cards until we're close enough to whatever it is we're dealing with. Don't you start now. She looks over her shoulder at her axe.
Fair enough. We keep moving.
You guys do. You continue to move through this hallway. Brenton leading the way, a little louder than you would like, but the rest of you being very quiet and sticking to the shadows. The hallway that you are being led through, is one that is designed a little more for the medium folk. The rooms that are here look like the doors are shorter. They're about 8-10 feet tall, so more like a traditional door, although most of them are double wide. And the hallway lines most of them. And it is a pretty long hallway, 200 feet or so. And as you guys are traveling down the hallway, I'd like you all to make perception checks. Talroth.
15 with a passive of 21.
Okay, those in.
8.
Sirach.
17.
And Treasure.
16.
Okay. And passive of 21, Sirach?
22.
22? Okay. Those of you with anybody that either rolled or has a passive above a 16. That's what we're looking for. It's about halfway down the hallway that you begin to smell something. It's a faint smell. It's very faint, but it smells a little bit like old meat. Yeah. A little, just slightly old. And as you guys are sort of looking at these doors, Brenton is moving past the doors relatively quickly. He's very focused on trying to find this imposter. But as you're going, if any of you are inclined to check the door, if any of them are locked, you start to realize that they're not. Yeah, Talroth?
I'm going to kind of calmly put my hand on Brenton's shoulder and turn him around, just point to the door. It's like, what's in there?
Oh, right. That particular door is one of Chance Corinne's favorite minstrels in that particular door, one that he utilized to play a ton of music, and was a pretty big deal as far as I remember.
Do you smell that?
I'm gonna be like really honest with you. When I have this much coffee in me, I probably can't smell a whole lot.
It smells kind of like, just like, oh, bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it kind of smells like old meat. Does that kind of sound right to you?
Shouldn't.
Taroth, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Maybe try to open this door?
I don't know, because this is definitely starting to seem like, yeah, something ain't right here.
The door's open, you said? It's not locked?
Nope.
Sir Red's gonna very quietly. Yep, still can't do door noises.
No, you did a great one. Yeah, much like a Resident Evil 1 game and or remake, a door opens dramatically and slowly. Inside, and this is true for I'm going to say there's probably a dozen rooms in this hall. Okay? And you guys can check as many or as few as you like. But to help us proceed because of Eric's special night. As you check the rooms, none of the rooms seem to have like violence. There's no blood or anything, but they've definitely all been tossed. Looks like all the drawers for any of the dressers or armoires have been stripped. Anything of value has been taken out of the rooms. Now, when you get to the last room, the nearest room to the staircase that spirals up in this particular tower, that you realize is where the smell is coming from. And it doesn't smell like pure rotten death. It smells the way a refrigerator smells when you've left something in there for too long.
All frostbitten and everything.
Yeah. And as you check the door, it is cold. And I should change the music away from the lively cafe. As you... Oh, it's no longer a lively cafe. We should have a non-lively cafe. As you go to open the door begins to scrape and scratch along the bottom of the cobblestones. And you can feel the rush of cold just immediately upon trying to open it. The door opens in, as all of these have. With a little bit of effort from Treasure and Thozen, you get the door wide enough that a medium one of you can squeeze in there, but you don't need to. Piled in this room, having been stripped of all the rest of the furniture, are not just the servants that... it's actually very few of the servants of Chance Corinne. But it is the Dragonborn that had escorted Brenton out. And Brenton will say, I don't recognize who these people are. Like, they never worked for us. And so I don't know, maybe they were disposable to whoever was here, but like, that's not okay.
I'm gonna keep my ears open and just see and just listen for anything that might be coming up since we've been opening doors.
Sure.
Does this place seem colder than everywhere else? Like, specifically, this place is colder?
The room is, yes. The room is exceptionally cold. And as you guys are getting in deeper into the castle, it is getting colder. You keep your ears peaked, and you hear rustling up ahead, up the staircase. Quietly and carefully, you guys begin to make your way up. The stairs are not built for you, but there is a side, like trim, essentially, that is designed for medium folk. Not terribly wide, one at a time. You make your way up. Over to the cat door at the top of the stairs at this landing. You arrive. And with your passive perceptions, you hear faint breathing and little the little tinkle, the little stone on stone of like sand or chips falling onto stone floor. What would you like to do?
Is the door like flush to the ground, or would there be a part where you can kind of look underneath to kind of peek inside?
You can kind of look underneath. As you peek inside, there is, it's not lit, but your dark vision helps. You can see little bits of some of the rocks falling from the top. You get the feeling something might be on the roof.
Just kind of look to everybody and just point up.
As
Like
you guys,
outside and on the roof is.
on the other side of the door. Through the
Okay,
door.
like on the ceiling. Okay.
Yes. On the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry.
No, I just wanted to clarify.
Yes.
Oh, what a feeling. There's a dragon on the ceiling.
Any spells or anything you want to cast before breaching this door? Then as you guys have ready...
Wait,
Go
Sorry,
ahead.
I will. I'm going to cast. How long does this last? 1 minute. Yeah, I'm going to cast Lightning Arrow.
Okay.
And just to get a sense of range, how high is the ceiling that we can tell?
Ceilings have traditionally been 60 feet in this place, and you don't suspect that will change.
Okay, so I am gonna have a spell ready, so that way, as soon as we get in there, I just throw it up at the ceiling.
Okay. You're probably going to have to move because the stones you saw falling were not right outside the door. They were deeper in the room.
Okay.
So, anything else?
I'm gonna go to Saride and cast protection from energy, specifically cold.
Okay. Sounds good.
I will high five him because I got nothing else.
Sounds good.
So you're cold resistant, by the way.
You take the moment. You prep your spells. You come bursting into the room. And as you spread out, hoping to avoid a cone or line of cold, the dangers of the dragon's breath, you look up and you see first one, then a second icy blue eye, and then another and another, and then two more after that. You look up to see 4 young white dragons clinging to the roof of the room. And that's where we're going to take our break. So, thanks for hanging out. We will see you guys in just a couple of minutes. But please, please, please stay tuned. We're going to be back with some dragon fights and the end of Sirach's adventure with us in just a minute. So, we'll see you then. Bye. Welcome back, everyone. We are Random Encounter Productions. I'm Cody Stone. With me tonight, we have...
Megan playing Sarad Landir the Eladrin Knowledge Cleric.
And I'm Maz. I'll be playing Talroth Oakenblade, the Wood Elf Scout.
Carlos.
I'm Carlos. I'm playing Frozen Fahrenheit, the half-orc tiefling Forge Cleric.
I'm Eric, and I'm playing Sirach, the Arakakra Horizon Walker Ranger.
And I'm Kez, and I'm playing Treasure Nightcrafter, the Tiefling Barbarian.
Now, just before we went to break, our adventurers making their way through Chance Karin's really awesome Sky Fortress is came through a door, and there's 4 young white dragons on the ceiling. We're gonna flip for initiative. Let's do it.
Five.
This whole time, I forgot to pull my cards out. Sorry.
Let's see. There we go. All right. Okay. The dragons are on a 3. Who is anybody below a 3? 3 or below? Then I'm gonna give you guys this one since you were prepping before. I'm gonna let you go in any order you choose. Who wants to go first?
Are they all grouped up together?
They're split up. There's sort of 2 and 2 that are within 5 feet of each other. There's
And are
about
the 2
25
and-
feet in between them.
Okay, so the first group of 2 and 2, I am going to let loose. Well, I have to regular attack first.
Okay.
Because I have lightning arrow cast.
Yeah.
So the next time you make a ranged weapon attack during the spell's duration. Okay, so I'm attack one of the groups.
Okay.
18.
Yeah, 18 does hit. AC of 17 on the young white dragons.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, so that is a hit. So first we deal damage for the bow. So that is 6 plus 4 for 10 damage.
Okay.
And then we go over to the spell. And, where are we? Lightning arrow. Clear that. During the weapon's ammunition itself is thrown, transforms into a bolt of lightning, make an attack roll as normal. The target takes 48 lightning damage on a hit, or half as much on a hit, or half as much on a miss. So he takes 48 lightning damage.
Okay.
Whabam. Oh, 1, a 2, a 4, and a 2.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's a 9. 9 lightning damage.
Okay.
And a creature that is within 10 feet of the target makes a dex saving throw of 15 and takes 2d8 lightning damage.
Natural 2 plus 3 for a 5. He's gonna fail.
Take those 2. He takes 15 damage.
Ooh. All right.
That was a 7 and an 8. Much better roll.
Yeah. Much better.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm teleporting. So before that first shot hits, I teleport 10 feet over, and I shoot the lightning arrow.
Yep.
With my second, I take an aim at the one who got hit with the after effects of the lightning.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack him for 19 to hit.
Yeah, definitely hits.
So he takes 1d8 plus 4. Oh, max damage, 8 plus 4. So he takes 12 damage.
Nice.
And then I'm going to teleport a third time and attack one of the dragons in the other group of 2.
All right, spreading out the anger.
23
Yep.
for 1d8 plus 4 for 5 damage to him.
5 damage to him. All right.
Yeah, I get 2 attacks, but if in my 2 attacks I attack 2 different creatures, I can take a third attack attacking a third creature.
Awesome. Very cool. Yeah. So, in through the door comes Sirach, teleporting, making 3 bursts of planar energy as arrows spread across 3 of the dragons. Who wants to go next?
I'll pop in next.
Okay.
And you said they're about 60 feet up?
Yep.
Perfect. The 2 that Sirach had hit first,
Got
like
it.
the ones
The
that
ones
got
on the
popped
left?
at the very first, the
Yeah,
ones
we're
on the
gonna
left.
call
Yeah.
them left ones. Go for it.
All right. Yeah, just try to get within range and just throw fairy fire up at them.
Okay. Yeah, dex saves, I believe.
Dex save of DC 16.
Okay. Natural 10, natural 4, highest is a 13. Both of those are going to fail.
All right. Ooh. Each object a 20-foot cube within range. So if I got to get both of them since they're next to each other. Up to attack rolls against an affected creature. Advantage if they can be seen and they cannot go invisible.
Nice. Yeah, the small little lights, almost like fireflies, start to cling, outlining the icy white dragons in a luminescent green, sort of neon green glow. Anything else, Talroth?
That's all I can do right now, and just kind of pulling out the double bladed with a bit of a flourish and just getting ready.
Okay, sounds good. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the one that's closest to us,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to cast Sacred Flame
Okay.
on it. Dex saving throw.
Dex saving throw. You got it. Again, 13.
Fail. So he will take 3d8 radiant. 10 radiant damage.
Okay.
And I think that's all that happens.
Okay. Sounds.
Yes. And then I'll just go on the defense, but I try to split from the group so we're not all clustered
Sure.
together.
Yeah.
30 feet.
Okay. Treasure or Ride.
I can go. But I am sitting here looking up, looking at Bloodburner, looking up. Takes the javelin instead for now.
Mm-hmm.
And going to like line it up, not going to rage just yet because I want to save that for their hitting radius.
Mm-hmm.
And just throw that for the lightning damage, the lightning bolt damage I believe I got.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay, so let me go ahead and roll the hit on that.
Yeah, is it a roll to hit or is it a dex save on their part?
Oh, you're right. It is a dex save on their part,
Okay.
which is DC 13.
A 7.
So I guess you do not make
They do not. Yeah, 7
So-
was the total.
4d6.
All right, let's do it.
Force across the board
Ooh.
for 16 damage.
Okay. Sounds good. Anything else, Treasure?
No, I'm just gonna scooch away so I can give myself a little bit of room, but try to make myself like a nice big presence
Okay.
for them to pull Bloodburner and just get ready.
Okay. Sounds good. Saride.
How far away are they? Is one of the groups?
60 feet up. So
Okay, fuck. Okay.
if
Yeah,
you're right underneath them, 60, 50 feet, 55 feet.
Yeah, I'll just I'll move also, so I'm not clumping.
Okay.
And wait for someone to get hurt.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. You spread out. Is there an action you want to ready? Do you want to take the dodge action?
Yes! Fuck, I forget that that's a thing. I would like to dodge.
Okay. Dodge underway. Sounds good. Now, the two further dragons are going to release their claws, come dropping down, their wings spread as they barrel roll over on stomach side, upright. And they're going to, even with you guys sort of spreading out, they're going to come landing by, these are the two that are not marked. One is going to land by Thozen. The other one is going to land by Treasure, because they are the biggest looking threats. And so, first, 3 attacks on Thozen.
Come
1
at
bite,
me.
2 claws. None of that's gonna hit. The highest is a 14.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Treasure. Let's see, a 26 and then a 16. Does 16 hit? What about 15?
15 meets beats.
Okay, so all 3 of those are going to hit. That is going to be 2d10 plus 1d8. Yep, give me that. So that is 17 points of damage total. Are you resistant to cold? You are? Okay, so reduce that by 2. So 15 points of damage on the
Thank you.
bite. And then for the 2 claw attacks, that is 11 times 2, 22 points of slashing damage. And you're not resistant right now because you are not raging. So that is for 2 of the dragons. The other 2 are going to sort of they're going to drop down similar, but they're going to flap their wings. They can, I'm going to say they can catch 2 of you in each cone. They're 30-foot cones, and even with you guys spread out, I can probably fit a 30-foot cone to catch 2 people, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll 2d6, and on a 6, on a 1, they're not going to hit anybody. So how's that? Let's see. So that is going to be Saride and Thozen for the first cold breath, and Sirach and Tauroth in the second. So I need all of you to make me Constitution saving throws DC 15.
Are you sure it's not a dex save?
I'm sure. All right.
11.
11. Okay.
What was the
8.
DC again?
15.
15.
Did everybody fail? Did anybody succeed?
I got 15.
Okay, nice.
I got a 7.
You got a rock.
I'm a frog.
Oh, he's okay.
I'm a potato.
But I am going to, as a reaction, cast first level absorb elements on myself to give myself
Resistance.
resistance to cold.
Okay, nicely done. Here we go. That is, we're gonna roll it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's actually not even enough dice there. So we're gonna roll these twice.
Oh, I don't like that.
5, 10, 18, 22, 26, 33, 36, 49.
It's enough slices.
49 points of cold damage. Now,
Jesus.
Saride, you take 25. Sirach, you take 25. Thozen, you take 25. Tauroth, you're the only one that is not resistant or successful on the check, correct?
Yeah.
So you are going to take the full 49.
Now, if I'm resistant to cold, is it 25 halved?
Yes.
Because I
to 13.
or...
Yep.
Okay.
I know the answer, but I can't uncanny dodge this, can't I?
I think Uncanny Dodge has to be an attack, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, isn't it a dex save? Too?
It's a con save. Yeah. I don't think you can. I will double check, but for now, if you can mark that down.
I'm gonna roll my concentration check. That's a no.
Okay.
So fairy fire drops.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. My concentration stays up.
Okay. Sounds good. After... Let's see. Yeah, it's an attack, specifically. Okay. After that, new round. Anybody below a 4? Great. You guys, go ahead. Any order you want. I'm going to shuffle these cards. Thank you for the king, Thozen. I think up top was Sirach with an ace.
Yeah.
Unless you want to let somebody else go first. You're up to bat, my dude.
Can I see all of the dragons within 60 feet of each other?
Yes.
Then I am going to cast Conjure Barrage.
Ooh.
And I'm going to take an arrow into the bow, and I'm going to shoot it at a fairly parabolic arch. And then right as the tip of the arch and it faces down at the dragons, the arrow splits into hundreds of arrows that come down in a 60-foot cone on the dragons.
Okay. So it's a 60-foot cone down, not from you?
Well, it just says that each creature, you throw a non-magical piece of non-magical ammunition into the air to create a cone of identical weapons that shoot forward and then disappear.
Okay. So either way, to catch all 4 dragons, you're going to either catch Treasure or Thozen, who are in melee with dragons. So you can catch one of them and hit all 4, or you can hit 3 dragons.
Take those in.
I was gonna say I'm gonna hit all 4, but
Okay.
I'm gonna hit Treasure with this one.
Okay. So, what is the saving throw?
15.
Dex?
Yes.
All right. Dex save on the Conjure Barrage. All 3 of them fail. There's and
4.
I'm rolling the 4. Rolling the 4. Yep, that fails too.
I have
Nice.
to make it 2, correct?
Yes.
Yes, you do.
Not Dex
I
again.
have 17.
All right, you pass. So it's 14 damage to each of the dragons,
Nice.
and then 7 damage to Treasure.
Okay. All right.
And then I am going to lastly, as a bonus action, cast Etherealness on myself.
Okay.
I am now intangible until the beginning of my next turn.
Okay. Sounds good. Little out of bounds, but it's your last show. We're letting you roll with it. Happy birthday.
How is it out of bounds? What did I do?
2 leveled spells that what's your maximum spellcasting level?
Well, with Etherealness is a trait that's
Oh, then you're fine. Never mind.
yeah, it's a trait of the
Planeswalker.
Planeswalker.
On board. Perfect.
Yeah.
So I lied. I was
No
a
worries.
jerk.
No, you were not.
All right.
All right. Cool. We're done there.
I think there were a couple people with kings. I think Thozen and Tauroth.
And one of the dragons is already kind of right in front of Treasure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Am I close enough to be able to get an attack with her? Just kind of tag teaming with her.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to move about 20 feet to get into melee with the dragon. But absolutely.
Perfect. So, just making sure this will work. Yes. Cool. All right. So, just kind of doing a quick little Molinet with the double bladed that now has lesser wind attached to it.
Nice.
Rushing up, putting another spell slot for Ensnaring Strike into this one.
Okay.
And I'm just going to kind of spin around and take a nice big old slash at one of the dragon's legs and just try to lock him down.
Nice. Go for it.
And I would have an advantage on this attack roll? Or...
Why advantage?
Oh, no. Sorry. Never mind.
For Fairy Fire, that dropped.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a 12.
12 does not hit. But I think you can bonus action off.
Ensnaring Strike was a bonus action to cast.
Okay. Well, Ensnaring Strike is still up, so you can hold on to that for next turn. After Tauroth, Thozen.
I'm gonna see if I can get in line to see if I can get a 30-foot line with multiple dragons without getting out of opportunity.
Sure. Yeah. You can line up the 2 dragons that are in melee.
Okay.
Yeah. You can essentially line up your dragon with any other dragon. So.
Okay. Then I'll do my dragon with the one that's with treasure.
Okay, you want to do the melee dragons? Yeah, because the two that are flying are a little more hurt. If you want to line up one of them.
Oh, okay. Then let's do that. Let's try to take one of those out as well. I'm going to point my mace towards them, and with the Phoenix Mace, I'm going to cast Agonizer Scorcher.
Okay, again is our
So
Scorcher.
they both need to do dex saves.
You got it. Ooh, they are gonna save this one. So a 22 and an 18, but they will still take half.
Correct. It'll be 11 full. So what is it, 5 or 6 halved?
So yeah, 6.
All right.
Okay.
And bonus action. Nah, I'm not gonna use my bonus action yet.
All right.
I'll healing word. Oh no, wait. Yeah, I can cast 2 spells as long as it's.
Yeah.
less than my
What's the
maximum.
highest level spell? That's our home rule. Yeah. So
6 is what I have, but I use one with the mace.
and again, as ours is a 2nd level spell, so you can cast up to a 4th level healing word.
I don't have it prepared. Just kidding.
Oh.
That'll be it. Yeah,
Okay. Well then, never
I'm a
mind.
bad healer.
I'm the healer now.
All right.
It's all I have. And cantrips.
Treasure or Saride, who
Let me go.
there you go.
I will heal everyone. So, because I suddenly have like 5 mass heals, I'm a kid in a candy store right now. She's going to though bonus action phase step to the closest dragon, I guess.
Okay.
And it doesn't get a save. It just takes 3 points of fire damage.
Nice.
Suck it.
I'm gonna put
And
you by
then-
Thosen.
Okay. Now put me by myself. I could take care of him, coach. And then, no. Why am I clicking? Come on. Yes. 4th level prayer of healing. So anybody that got hurt, take. Please roll good, you son of a bitch. 23.
Okay.
Prayer of Healing takes 10 minutes to cast.
Son of a bitch. Okay, so don't do that.
You want Mass Cure Wounds or Mass Healing Word?
What? Then why do I have this prepped? This is stupid. I'm never gonna do that. Okay. I don't want healing word. I want. Fuck. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I thought it was being so fun.
You're okay.
Don't be sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna do mass cure wounds, which is the same. It's the same type of roll. Do you want me to roll it again though?
No, if it's the same, it's the same
still
2d8.
3d8.
Oh,
No.
so roll one more d8.
No, that was what because when I cast it at 4th level, it was.
Got it. Okay. Yeah.
So take the 23 back.
You get the
Yay!
23. Yeah.
That was a roller coaster.
It
Okay.
was.
Sorry, but yes, and I am done.
Okay. So, sounds good. Sarai teleporting across the way, the summer of the Fae burning at the dragons as the Mass Cure Wounds emanates from her. Treasure, you're up.
And at this point, Treasure had already pulled Blood Burner now that the dragon's in her face and taking a little piece out of her. She's just going to roar right back into its face, rage.
Okay.
Now I get to roll this D8 and see what kind of silliness happens.
Let's do it.
Oh, fantastic. It is the Iron Man kind of silliness of the bolt of light straight out of the chest at a creature within 30 feet of me.
I know
make a
which creature you're
Constitution
looking
saving
at.
throw.
So,
Yeah.
cool. Sounds good. Ooh, natural 20, but I know it's still going to do something.
No, it's a save or suck.
Oh, okay.
It would have been a d6 of radiant damage, but that's okay. It's saved on the bolt of light to the face, sure, but it's about to take some angriness in the form of blood burner to the face.
All right. Yes. Rage. Rage against the dragon.
All right, so it's going to be the 2 attacks. Correct.
Okay. Reckless.
Yep, on both. So the first one is going to be a 23 altogether to hit.
Absolutely hits.
And the second one is going to be a 24.
That hits as well.
And let's do those 1d12 plus 11. Plus a d12 of fire. Am I reading that right?
Yep.
While ranging. Yep. Okay. So it's 2d12. Well, let me find a second d12. We don't use those often, folks, so I have to look every so now and again.
Bloodburner loves the D12. That's why you must have many more.
Yeah, seriously. Okay, so I rolled a 19 plus an 11. That's for the first hit.
Yeah, 30 points of damage on the first hit.
And that is, I don't know if they're how they deal with fire damage, but just letting you know, at least 8 of that was fire damage.
Absolutely. Yeah, fire's just like anything else for them. They are only
Okay.
immune to cold.
Cool.
Thank you for the raid, Revnos.
Hey, thank you
got a
so
raid.
much for the raid, guys. Welcome. We're
Thank
fighting
you.
dragons in a dungeon.
Sure are.
Sort of.
Yeah.
We're hitting all the keywords today. So, Treasure, show him the magic of the Bloodburner.
Okay, so that's second damage. Let's go ahead and roll that. Oh, a 12 and an 11, so almost max damage
Ooh.
on that one.
23 plus 11 for 34 points of damage.
Ow.
Doing the math. Wow. All right. Well, that dragon is good and bloodied, and if you hit it like that again, it'll almost be dead. So you're right in that range.
Smacking the taste.
Absolutely. Yeah, the dragon, the massive battle axe carved in runes that speaks to you, urging you forward, urging you to rage. Slashes into the dragon, and while it leaves massive gashes, there is no blood as the wounds are cauterized and scars are built immediately. Dragon howls out in pain. It's going to swing back at you. Treasure right here. Bite and 2 claws. Lowest is a 15 again. So all of those are going to hit. I'm going to do averages here. So 19 points of damage. Make it 17 points of damage because you're resistant to cold. And then... Oh, I apologize. You're also resistant to piercing. So 10 points of damage on the bite and 11 points of damage on the claw attacks to you, Treasure. Up next, Thozen, your dragon, right there.
1 second, because I do that weird thing that when I get hit, I now swap ragey thingies.
Oh, I didn't know that. Do it.
Yep.
Cool. We're all learning stuff today.
So the minute he takes that bite attack, because I imagine that would have been the first one,
Yeah, absolutely.
the light turns off and she explodes into tentacles that start thwapping.
Okay.
Because that's a thing we're doing.
Absolutely. Thwappy tentacles.
They start fapping.
Thwapping.
With a W, FWAP.
No, I was THWAP.
Oh, that also works.
Yeah.
So that is going to, they got to make a con saving throw.
Con saving throw. Natural 20 plus 7. It's only against Treasure, apparently. It's only against her wild magic. Can't make a dex save to save my life, but the con that they have a plus 7 on, they want a nat 20. So I'm sorry.
No, it's perfectly fine. There's just some wild magic going on in that corner that dragon's like, oh.
I'm gonna jump away from that. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Thozen, attacks on you.
Yes.
Let's see. The 10 is gonna miss. Does a 20 hit? Modified
No.
20? No. Then the 22.
No.
No. All right.
Armor class is 23 right now.
Okay. Well,
I missed you.
there you The dragon gets his claws on the armor. Big jaws comes down, and it's like chewing on your shield like it's a chew toy. but none of it seems to
No.
be making it to you. So, the flying dragons are going to attempt to recharge their cold breath. They do not, so they are going to double down on... one is going to swing at Saride because he recognizes a healer. The other is going to double on Thozen. So, Saride, a 15?
No.
Okay, then no. Rolled terribly on that. And Thozen, round 2. Let's try again. Here we go. A 16 plus 7 for a 23. That's the only one
meets
that
it,
hits.
beats it.
Though. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is going to be 17 points of damage.
This is cold?
I already reduced the 4 cold to 2. So 15 piercing,
Okay.
2 cold total after
Got it.
reduction. That is it for the dragons. New round. Hey, I got a real card. Jack. All right. So looks like it is Saride, Thozen, then Sirach, then Tauroth and Treasure. Dragons, then Tauroth and Treasure. So Saride or Thozen.
Ladies first.
There you go.
It's okay, when I find one, I'll let her go. So, Tauroth, how are you looking? You're still rough?
Very.
Yeah, okay. I'm not close enough to touch you, so I'll scream at you across the floor. Yeah. Yep, because healing word kind of sucks. So, actually, yeah, it's just for you. 13. You heal 13, and she's calling out in Sylvan, think about the crazy coffee! And then for an action, because that's a bonus action, I'm gonna Sacred Flame the dragon in front of me.
Okay. Dex save
Let's make
6
it
plus
dex save.
3 for 9. That's going to fail.
Yeah! So that's 11 points of damage.
Nice. All right. That dragon is almost bloodied. Anything else? I think that's it for Saride. Thozen.
Sacred Flame dropped, by the way. I lost concentration. Or not Sacred Flame, protection from energy.
Okay.
For Saride.
Good to know.
So that's down. I'm going to... Fuck. I'm gonna swing at it with my mace.
Okay. Are you
'Cause
sure?
I haven't used it. No,
Okay.
but I'm gonna do it.
Let's do it. I'm excited.
Alright.
Let's do it.
That'll be 21 to hit.
Yes, 21 hits.
Okay, then I'm gonna, for the first time ever during this campaign, use a Searing Smite on there, level 2.
Okay. Traditionally, Searing Smite you cast before you make the attack roll.
Oh, my
You're okay.
bad.
I'm going to let you do it, but in the future.
Got it. Okay, well that'll be 8 fire and 7 bludgeoning.
All right. Nice. Anything else?
No. Do I have healing potions? Let's find out. If I do, I'll let you know. I'm swigging one.
Well, it would have been a
don't,
bonus
just
action to
kidding.
cast Searing Smite. So unless you have
Oh, then
another
never mind.
attack.
That's all I can do.
Okay.
Just kidding.
No problem.
God, I haven't played in so long.
It's like riding a bike. After you get past these dragons, you're going to be killing it. Sirach.
So all 4 of the dragons are in front of me, right?
I mean, vaguely, yeah.
Okay. Is there any way I can like fly to the other side without provoking an attack of opportunity?
They're all on the ground. Yeah, they seem to have focused in on the healer and the tanks. So you are not in melee. You have free flight.
Cool. I'm gonna jump up 10 feet and fly 50 feet to the point where I'm behind them.
Okay.
And I'm going to turn back. I'm going to look at treasure. In the middle of my movement, I'm going to turn back. I'm going to look at treasure, and I'm going to cast haste on treasure.
Ooh.
So treasure, you are now hasted. You gain +2 to your AC. Your speed is doubled. You have advantage on dex saves, and you gain an additional action on each turn.
Yep.
That action can be used for one weapon attack, dash, disengage, whatever.
All right.
So that's movement. That's that. Bonus action. I have none. Yeah, none. Okay. And that's my turn.
Treasure suddenly understands the importance of coffee as her neurons begin firing all the faster. After Sirach, it is dragon time. Melee attacks for Saride. 17. And the natural 20 will hit.
But I have adamantine, so
Okay, cool. So those will be on the claw attacks. So that is 9 plus 4 for 13, so total of 26 slashing damage.
okay.
The one on the ground that has been meleeing with treasure is going to cold breath her. Just her. It's not going to try to catch anybody else. It did not like getting smacked with the blood burner. This is one that has not used its breath, so it just panic. Cone of cold right on treasure. So go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw.
So it's blowing on its food before it eats it?
Yeah, exactly. This is a spicy tiefling.
No, that's a spicy
tiefling.
Treasure, you're muted, so
16 plus 7 is
a success
23.
Okay.
is an absolute success. I'm going to just take the average here, so 45 divided in half is 23 points of cold damage.
I'm also cold resistant thanks to blood burner.
Absolutely, so 12 points of cold damage total.
Too spicy.
Too spicy. Yep.
Too hot.
You're a hot pocket now. Outside might be a little cool, but the inside is lava. All right, 2 dragons down. The 2 in melee with Thozen to go. One is going to attempt the recharge. Nope. So that's going to go into the claw and the bite. Oh, okay. That one's gone. None of those hit. The other one who does not have it, who has not used its breath yet, is going to just solo breath on Thozen. So I need a Constitution DC 15 from you, Thozen.
Oh, 10.
10. All right. So that is going to be the full 45. I believe you are resistant to cold.
I am resistant to cold.
Down to 23. 23 points of cold damage.
Got it.
Okay.
Can I use my shadowy defense for my shadow fell tattoo?
What does that do?
When you take damage, you can use your reaction to become insubstantial for a moment, having the damage you take.
Yeah, you can do that. Absolutely. So
You can only do it once a day, though.
I'll wait then.
all right. Those in
So
deciding
23
to
then?
wait. I believe that is it for the dragons. Tauroth, you're up.
All right, and the one that just breathed on treasure, that one should be right in front of me.
Yeah, it is. They're smart enough to know that they're kind of entrenched at the moment.
All right, so let's just take a second. Gonna use my bonus action to steady aim.
Okay.
Get advantage on my next attack roll. Wow, both of them were 13.
Total?
No, natural 13, so it's a total 23.
Oh, okay, okay.
But I want to try to use Elven Accuracy to just get a chance for a 20.
Yeah, you anytime you have advantage, you can use Elven Accuracy. So you got one more roll out of it. Do it. Yeah?
It was so close. Like, it was stopping on the 20, and then just rolled over to a natural 18, so 28 total.
It teased you. All right. So, does hit. Go ahead and roll your damage with Sneak Attack and with your Ensnaring Strike.
Yep. And he needs to make a Strength save, DC 16, while I'm rolling all this damage.
Okay, natural 14 plus 4, so 18. He does save on that.
Okay, so 11 from the sword, 12 from the sneak attack. I'm getting all the numbers because there's a lot to roll.
Sure.
That first D6 was Ensnaring Strike. The second D6 is part of the Swarm Keeper. And then the extra D4 for Lightning. I have a lot of numbers, a lot of dice to roll. Okay,
Yep.
so that's 23, 29, 30, 34 damage off that one hit.
Nice. Okay,
Mix
yeah.
Mix of piercing, slashing, and lightning.
All of it takes full effect. Dragon is hurting.
That's all I can do because I had to give up my move to use steady aim.
Okay. After Tauroth, treasure.
Okay. So time to attack it once more, reckless.
Okay.
And Mars had reminded me we forgot to see if the second one would hit whenever I rolled with advantage, because there was something about if the second one hit.
It was something on Bloodburner.
If the
Yeah, when you roll with advantage, if both D20s hit, if all your D20s hit, essentially you don't give the other person advantage.
that's okay, cool.
Yeah, but it didn't actually matter because you didn't make attack rolls against you. But
Okay.
definitely when you're doing it this time through,
Yeah.
if all the D20s hit, you don't give up advantage.
Good to know. So first one. The lower of the two attacks is a 19.
That'll
The,
hit.
the higher one is a 24.
Yep, both hit.
So that's my first attack, and my
Okay.
second one. One is a natural 20, so we're going to immolate,
Yeah.
and the other one's a 24.
Okay, so roll the damage for the first hit because the nat 20 you're gonna move and put on a different dragon. I can guarantee it.
Crispy. Okay, so that is a 6 and a 7 plus 11. So
That
13.
cuts that dragon, beheads it with the burning flame of rage. Now there are two over on Tauroth, one on Saride. You're gonna run over to make this next attack. Who would you like to target?
Who's closer, Saride or
Saride is
Tauroth?
closer physically, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna run over to the one that's right by Saride and just cleave into it with that nat 20.
Yeah, absolutely.
And how are we gonna do the nat 20s now? Or am I rolling double the amount of dice, or
Double the amount of dice.
I don't have enough d12s. We're gonna try this.
You need me to bring you some D12s?
I'm just gonna roll this one twice, I guess. So it's a 17 plus another 15. So it's 29 plus the 11, and then I have the immolate ability when I crit.
Okay, so 29 plus 11 is 40.
And then let's see what the immolate does, because I know that's its own thing.
Yep, it casts the immolate spell on the dragon for you, and it's going to concentrate on it for you. So I believe it gets a saving throw and a big chunk more of damage.
That's what I'm looking for, is like, how much is the damage?
Immolation is 8d6. That's right, it's a fireball worth.
Okay.
So, and it is going to get a dex save. 15. What does it say the DC of it is?
That's what I'm looking for. Wild Surge, that's not it. I do not see it.
So I think it is your strength plus proficiency plus,
It's 8 would be that. Plus 10, I think, like normal. It's like 18? That sounds about correct.
yeah, I'll double check it. I got it. I got the entry here.
Okay.
So, DC 19.
DC 19. Okay.
So it fails. Go ahead and roll that. It's going to take the full amount of fire damage on that.
Ooh, okay. 10. 20. 34.
34 is enough. That dragon, as one dragon head goes flying across the hall, Treasure runs, leaps into the air, and splits the next one like a log of wood. 2 dragons down. New round. You guys all beat them on a 6. Who wants to go first?
I
Treasure.
am going to start chasing after Treasure.
Okay.
So it's probably going to have to be move and bonus action dash to get to the next one.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there. You guys are. Yeah, sure. Bonus action dash. Absolutely, you'll get there.
Okay. And yeah, as soon as I'm close enough, just take another slice out of. I'm going to try to like go for the hind leg of whichever one is closer.
Okay. Yeah, because they're both on those and they're relatively at the same distance. But there's one that's slightly more damaged, so we'll put you on that one.
All right. And that's just a flat roll, right?
Yeah.
15.
15 does not hit. Unfortunately. Anything else, Tauroth? I think that's everything.
Nope, that's everything.
Okay. Up next, Treasure.
Sorry, I was muted. I had crazy amounts of haste and was still on hella angry.
Yep.
So, I mean, technically, she does get another attack.
Yep.
So, the one that was in front of me is very dead now. Is there another one nearby? I know Talaroth is running after me.
Yeah. You can make it over to Thozen.
Okay, so I will make it to that one, and I will take the 3 attacks, I suppose.
I'll give you the 4th one because Sirach took a whole turn to make you hasted. So let's let him reap the benefits.
If there's something I learned from my entire years of playing, you always haste the barbarian.
Very good choice.
It leads to so many levels of angry. So that's going to be, the lower one is a 19.
So both are going to hit.
The second attack, the lower one is once again a 19.
Okay.
Third attack, I rolled 2 16s, so that's going to be 27
Okay.
on that.
Yep.
And the fourth attack, that is a natural 19 is the higher one.
Okay.
And the lower one's is a 13, so that would equal 24 at that point.
Yep. All of it hits.
I'm gonna just invest in D12s at this point.
Yeah.
So that first attack, not as good on the damage. That is 6 plus 11,
17.
so 17 on that first one. Second one, again, damage kind of back and forth. That's going to be 12 plus 11, so
24.
third one
23.
is 14 plus 11, so that's 25.
Okay.
And fourth one, That is 9 plus 11 for 20, plus another 11 is going to be 31.
Okay. Like a chef starting at the tail, just chopping her way up as the haste cuts begin, the cold brew rattles, and Treasure Ginzu's this dragon from small end to large.
Let's not give Treasure any more coffee, people. This is dangerous.
Yeah, it is.
Can I just call out, Treasure, save a piece for me?
Okay. Taroth and Treasure, who's next? Sirach, Sarai, Thosen?
I think it is Sirach. I will get closer to the one that is now left,
Mm-hmm.
and I will planar warrior look at it for my bonus action, and I will attack.
Okay.
For so close. A 19 for a 29 to hit.
Yeah.
So that'll be 1d8 plus 4, so that'll be 6 plus a d8 for another 2. Jesus. 8 damage.
8 total?
Yeah, it was 6 on the longbow. I rolled a 2 on the longbow plus 4 for 6, and then a 2 on the d8.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I will attack again. 14, that'll hit.
Okay.
14 plus 10.
Yep.
And then that'll be 5 plus 4 for 9 damage.
Okay. Sounds good. After Sirach, Sarai or Thosen, who's up?
I guess me.
there
I'm
you go.
going to Toll the Dead.
Okay.
The one is left. Need a Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save fails.
Oh, those are the wrong ones because he's been damaged, right?
Yes.
Oh, God.
So they're D12s.
D12s. 1, 2, 3. Roll. That will be 22. Radiant damage.
Nice.
I always forget how ridiculously powerful Toll the Dead can be on a fail.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 22 necrotic, sorry.
Got it.
Especially higher levels. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna stand next to Sarai and kind of gesture towards the dragon, like, your turn.
Like I can do anything. First, out of her staff, she's casting Mass Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Oh, fuck off. Okay. Not you, sorry. This thing is weird. 14 points, everybody. Feel better.
Back to full.
Thank you.
And then for her action, she's gonna do Sacred Flame again.
All right. Sounds
So,
good. Dex save. Fails.
Ooh, damn. 19 damage.
Nice. Yeah, this dragon is barely holding on, but it is. So it is going to wheel about. Does it? No, it doesn't get any of that. It's going to bite Treasure. Why not? No, it's not. None of that hits. 15. Wait, 15. 15 hits Treasure. Ha-ha.
It does. And then I'm going to try once again that weird wild magic
Yeah,
search.
do it.
We're getting powder monkeys this time.
Okay.
At that, I believe there's nothing I can do with the powder monkey until the next turn.
Okay. You're going to take...
Oh no, I get teleportation next turn. That's what I get.
Okay. You're going to take 17 points of damage total.
That's Okay, and that's already reduced for the
Oh,
stuffs,
right.
right?
Yeah, it's going to be 10. 10 total.
10. Okay.
Okay. And that is it for the dragon. Last round, go ahead and flip a card. See who gets the honors here. Oh, dragon on an ace. Tauroth gets to go first.
All right, so I should be next to the dragon.
You are.
All right, same things before. Just take that breath, steady aim, and just swing to try to just get him down.
Okay, let's do it.
So,
All right, natural 20 for Tauroth.
I just want to roll just to see what it is.
Go for it. Do it.
We're gonna be here for a minute.
No.
Okay, so 15 damage. Oh, I almost forgot the lightning.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, so 20 damage from the sword itself, 35 from the sneak attack, and another 8 from the Swarmkeeper ability. So that's a total of 50, 55, 63.
63 points of damage is absolutely showtime. The lightning and the blade. Go ahead, Tauroth.
That breath pissed me off earlier, but it cooled him down enough where it's like, just need to focus, think back on the training, and just taking lesser wind, giving it that nice spin around, pretty much coming right underneath the dragon's leg, finding right where that femoral artery is, and just carving right through it as I kind of spin through underneath him.
Okay.
And just bleed him out.
Absolutely. As the Dragon Age spray of frozen blood washes over Tauroth and all of you, I would say, except for Sirach. He was the only one not in melee. It's sort of like getting hit by Dragon Age hailstones. Little frozen hailstone beads. As you are sandblasted with the...
It's even worse.
the frozen shards, you hear a screeching roar as it screams around the outside of the tower, its speed disconcerting, the sound utterly terrifying. I would like all of you to make wisdom saving throws. This is against fear. DC 18.
$18.
Okay.
It was on a 17 and then it flipped, so now it's an 11.
Okay.
Fuck.
9 for me.
All right.
I'm just checking that rage doesn't give me anything against fear, right? Does it?
Depending on what kind of barbarian you are.
Wild magic.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't believe so, because I am literally just one shy at 17.
Okay. So Tauroth is the... Thosin, what'd you get?
Natural 20 for 27.
Ah, Thosin is great. Tauroth steals himself. Thosin's like, what? I don't understand. Why is everybody freaking out?
scary.
This is what we knew we were coming here, right? There were dragons. I don't get it.
The height was scarier than this.
Yeah. You cannot see the dragon. It is outside the castle, but the sound of it just resonates into your chest. Your bones tighten. Your heart begins pounding, and running from where you had left him at the door is Brenton, and We gotta go! We gotta go! And he takes off, sort of running past you guys through this long, very large room where the dragon fight had taken place. Do you guys follow him, or... Okay. You all sort of start to run in that direction, still not seeing the dragon, but you see the shadow of it cast as it flies around one of the large bay windows. Its shadow sort of sweeps across all of you and the floor. Yes, Sirach.
When we were in that big room, did any of us see anything that was reminiscent of what we would think Chance Kieran looked like? Like,
No.
had they... No? Okay.
No, so the room that you were in was in a, like, antechamber that led deeper to, like, some dining rooms. That's kind of where you're at now. But a lot of these
Okay,
rooms
my
look
bad.
like they've been tossed. And so a lot of the stuff is kind of piled up. But you don't think it... You haven't seen anything that would be Chance. And Brenton is very insistent. It's not Chance. It's not Chance. Chance isn't that fast. Chance isn't that fast.
Less talking, more running.
Oh, yeah.
As we're running,
Yeah.
can I cast Locate Object and try to find the shard?
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to ask you to make a concentration check. So a constitution saving throw. To see if you can run, cast, and be afraid at the same time.
14.
A 14? What level is find object?
It's a second.
Okay. Yeah. You do cast it. Within 1,000 feet. You don't feel it yet, other than the one that Sirach has. But I know you're looking for the other one.
Yeah.
I have a bit more of an ability, dowsing rod ability with the piece. Do I have a better idea of where, or do I at least have an idea if we're
You have
headed in the right?
direction. Yeah.
Yes. You guys are heading in the correct direction. You
All
want to
right.
make it towards the center of the central tower, is where you want to be, and you're rounding around this curved outer wall. The dragon slams into the side of the building. The entirety of the castle shakes. I would like all of you to make me dexterity saving throws.
There we go.
18.
26.
Nice.
Is this an effect I can see or no?
No, this is not.
Okay.
DC 14.
Okay, so 17 even.
Nice. Thosen?
8.
As you guys
And
are
17 for me.
nice. As you guys are running, it's like an earthquake, like a heavy duty earthquake hits this castle. Part of the beam falls. Thosen, you lose your footing as you shake back and forth and slide onto the ground. Some debris is going to fall on you. You're going to take 12 points of bludgeoning damage as the rest of and you scramble back up to your feet. The rest of the party running ahead, they're slowing down a little bit to make sure that you're okay and catching up with you. You see the shadow of the dragon passed by once again. As you round the corner, straight ahead of you is the doors. That beyond those will be another bridge to take you to that central tower. The dragon comes ramming into the side of you all once again. I would like another dex save. And then Tauroth, I'll take what you had to question.
Oh no!
17.
12.
15.
Baby, stop.
9.
Okay, so Rock, are
I
you?
can't keep picking you up.
So in my defense, would I have been able to use my Shield Master Evasion to take half that damage?
I'll give it to you. Yeah, sure.
Since it's a dex base.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. You put your shield up, get hammered with some rocks. So Rock, are you flying?
Oh, you're right. I would be, yeah, because I wouldn't be able to keep up with them otherwise.
Yeah, so I'll give you advantage on it because it's an earthquake-like effect. You're not on the ground, but there is still
There we
some
go.
stuff falling.
26.
Okay. So Talroth and Thosin, you guys fell. You can use your Talroth. You have evasion, shield evasion. You can both take 6 points of bludgeoning damage down from the 12. And then you had something you wanted to do, Talroth.
More of a question.
Sure.
The dragon, as it was getting close and ramming into us, could we see what color it is?
So far, the only bit of the dragon you have seen is its shadow. You're seeing it beyond windows, and it's just with the sunlight behind it, just casting a shadow, and then it's hitting the opaque wall and slamming into the castle.
Okay.
You guys are running. You get to the door, and you can hear the wings beating of the dragon as it swoops back around. You know that this is a difficult run across this. Is there anything you guys would like to do to make this easier on you?
Okay, that is the one I want to do. I am going to cast Beacon of Hope
Okay.
on all of us for the next minute.
Okay.
So you have everybody has advantage on Wisdom saving throws and Death saving throws, and you regain the maximum number of hit points from any healing for the
Okay.
next minute.
So we're not running anymore. We're like, this is our.
You're about to run through a door across the cat bridge to the tower
Okay.
you need to be in.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just being meta. It's fine.
Okay. With Beacon of Hope giving you guys advantage on your wisdom saving throws, I'm going to give you all another save against the fear effect, because you would be doing it every turn, but this is more dramatic. So go ahead and make that wisdom save with advantage, DC 18.
Am I good since I've...
Yeah, if
That's
you
it?
saved before, you're fine. It's only the people that
Okay.
were previously feared.
It was a 19, and then it rolled to a 3, so we're at 11.
Is that an advantage?
It's advantage. I thought we were just rolling again.
No, you get advantage. Yeah, you have advantage from the spell.
Because of Beacon of Hope.
Let's make this just be a joke. 17?
17, no. 18.
Ah, fuck.
17.
Don't worry,
18
I
on the
rolled a-
dot.
All right, treasure succeeds Sirach.
And I rolled a 7 and a 14, so no.
Nothing from Sirach. Okay. You guys burst open the door. Who is going first? Or are you... What order? Are you all going at the same time?
My ass is still scared. I'm booking it.
Okay.
Same.
No. Me and
I'm
Sirach,
right
we got
behind
this, guys. It's fine. We understand the situation.
Okay. Athletics checks from everybody running. Sirach, you get the acrobatics check.
Dirty 20 acrobatics.
17.
Success. 15 is what we're looking for.
16
Ugh.
athletics.
Nice.
13.
18.
I'm back, y'all. I'm back with a vengeance.
Yeah. As most of the party is making its way across the bridge, you see this burst. Let me ask you guys this, and I'll give it to you retroactively. You had prepared specifically True Sight to see through the illusion of Chance Corinne, the posing Chance Corinne. Did you guys cast it at any point?
No.
You are welcome to say you have. How long does it last?
An hour.
So it makes sense you would have cast it when you arrived here.
Okay.
Who cast it and on whom?
I cast it on me.
Okay. Sounds good. As you guys are running across the bridge, Thosin, you are lagging behind, and a burst of draconic speed as this gargantuan worm comes crashing into the pillar, all four claws outstretched, the wings folded flat behind it into a dive bomb that, like a hawk, just rails forward with those claws. I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw. And I would like somebody that is not afraid, who wants to try to catch him, make a dex saving throw.
15.
Cumulative 30.
This is technically something I can see, right?
Yes.
So I can get advantage on this one.
Yes, you can.
Oh, thank Christ. I got, because the other one was a nat 3, but I got a nat 19
Okay.
on, you said dex?
Yes. Nat 19
Snap.
is more than
19.
enough. 15 plus 19 over 30. The bridge crumbles beneath Thozen as a spray of concrete and granite goes flying up past the dragon. It is a blur of silver for everyone except for Saride, who sees it as the glistening white iridescence of a frozen chromatic white dragon.
Fuck.
The treasure, you grab a hold of the door jamb and throw your body out as far as you can, your hand barely catching on to Thozen's. As you do, you both swing up and then pull him back into the central tower. You know that the piece is here, probably at the top. You guys begin to run, the beating wings of the dragon behind you, and they get quieter. They get quieter in a terrifying moment. What could he be doing? You're just not sure, but you continue to run. Brenton is hyperventilating and screaming and running for his life. And then you hear a clap of thunder. Legitimate thunder. Not wings, not the beats, but a cloud bursting. And suddenly, you all begin to fall. You are in free fall as the tower begins to crumble off of the cloud. I would like all of you to make dexterity saving throws at disadvantage, except for Sirach, because he can fly. And actually, Sirach, you have advantage because you're flying.
6.
6 as well.
18.
21.
All right. Looking for a 15 or better. Those of you that failed, you bounce into the side of the wall, just sort of like like pennies in a tube, just bouncing off of the walls and the floor. And you start to you're falling at the same speed as the rest of the tower. Sirach able to control his speed. Tower off, bouncing off of the walls, grabbing a hold of little pieces and sort of pushing himself higher up the tower in the free fall. Sirach, you are traveling at your full speed towards the top of the tower. Tower off, it's going to be real hard for you to keep up with somebody that can actually fly, but you may be able to help your friends not get bandied about so much. Those of you that failed are going to take 17 points of bludgeoning damage as you guys are just popcorn balled around the inside of this. Tower off.
Is this more of like they're free falling?
Yeah.
If I cast Featherfall, would that stop them from taking damage?
No, because they would slow down, the castle would continue to fall at the same rate.
Okay.
Yep. If you guys can get outside the castle, feather fall is great. But being in the castle, you're going to slow down. It's going to continue to fall.
Gotcha. Yeah, I guess the only thing I could try to do is maybe just use Gust or Gust of Wind to try to knock some of the debris away, just make it easier for them to kind of
Great.
maneuver.
Some advantages. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I will give, yeah. As you guys are trying to hold on, Sirach, make me an acrobatics check.
All right, that's 19 on the dice for 27.
You come flying up through the debris. The spiral staircase for you is easy. You fold your wings and flap and beat them. They spread and twist. Your body elongated into a sharpened raptor-like point. You wheel about this staircase like you own it. It falling, you flying upward. It's seconds before you come bursting into the top of the tower, a glass dome that is tilted onto its side. All the items along the table, all of the workbenches, it is rolling and spread across all of this. I need you to make either a perception. We'll go perception with advantage because you are attuned to the piece.
All right, that is a nat 1. Oh no, that's a 7. So a 14 or a 26. I'm gonna go with the 26 on this one.
Let's take the 26. As the tower has turned horizontal, you watch as the heavy upper ends of the towers and a cloud-like base that had been previously non-existent. This tower is almost inverting, completely upside down, and as it does, your friends that had once been they're still falling, they're just bouncing off of things. You can hear the action up above, and as it does, bouncing out of one of the drawers along with a chunk of rods and pencils and ink pens and things like that, you see the second piece of the staff of Gaia. I would like you to make either a dexterity attack roll or a dex saving throw, up to you, to catch the rod.
What would be in a dexterity attack throw? Just your
Dex plus proficiency.
Proficiency is 4. My dex is okay, so they're the same thing.
Okay. I didn't know if you were proficient in dex saves, but
Did you want it in? I am proficient in dex saves.
yeah.
But that, yeah. So did you say that was with advantage or just straight rolled?
Straight roll.
10.
10. You come soaring towards it. It bounces off of your claws and begins to sort of fumble there in the sky. You hit the wall. You look down out of the glass tower, and the city of Draconopolis below you is coming up fast, but you're not done just yet. I would like you to make that check again.
Better. 24.
Absolutely. It comes, you bounce off of the ground, you grab a hold of it in one hand. Roll me a percentile.
Hey, thanks for the raid, Nerd Asylum.
Thank you guys so much. You have come in at a great moment. Our heroes are in a tumbling sky giant castle once run by a Chance Corinne, an ancient silver dragon who has been taken over and impersonated our friend Sirach. It is his last adventure with us, and he is about to grab one of the pieces of the staff of Gyron. This tower-like castle has now completely inverted, plummeting down to a city below. What was your percentile?
Percentile. 70.
Okay. I'm gonna roll against that. What do you think? Higher or lower?
Lower.
Lower. Okay. $66. And which is appropriate because as you grab the staff of Gyron, the other one tucked into your belt, you go to reach for it. As you tumble upside down, you're looking down as the ground and the towers of Draconopolis are flying up towards you. And out of your pouch, a cube comes wavering up. You go to grab it. And as you do, your claw depresses one of the sides. And the energy begins to burst forth from your fingertips. Instinctively, what do you do, actually? It's up to you.
So, am I able to tell which button I hit?
You're not at the moment? No. You can take a moment to look at it if you want.
So I grab at it, and it starts opening a portal.
That's what you think. You're gonna have to project it, but it's powering up in your hand in a way that you haven't seen it do before.
I wonder if I can project this portal in front of the falling tower to engulf most of the structure.
It's gonna be tough, but you got good aim. Let's make a ranged attack roll to see if you can open this portal and spread it wide enough to catch this tower.
$16. 8 plus 8.
Okay. The central tower, you hold onto it and you open the portal, the blue energy sparking with green and electricity wrapped in sort of white-like clouds. The underside of them blackened as though they were charged with rain. It begins to spread out. You're going to get the central tower. I'm going to give you one more roll to see if you can get the rest of the castle. Otherwise, part of it's going to crash into the city below. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Ranged attack roll.
No, that's an 11.
That's an 11. Okay. You don't get all of it, but you get most of it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The castle goes from... If it had remained straight up and down, you'd have had it. But it turns ever so slightly. You don't know that, though. You're at the bottom of it. You've got bigger things going on. As you come
approaching land.
Yes. As you come bursting forth into this portal, you are no longer approaching land. In fact, as you all back up in the tower, fall, you actually come to sort of a weightless equilibrium. The tower doesn't quite feel like it's upright, but it's no longer upside down. As a few moments pass, Sirach, you press your beak up against the window, and all around you, you see open blue sky racked in clouds.
I'm just gonna look around, and I'm gonna instinctively, just because of how I was born, where I was born on the prime material plane, I'm gonna keep I'm gonna 360, well, not 3, 180 degree view, and I'm gonna try to find where is the land and which direction are we falling. Because right now I just assume I'm very disoriented.
Sure. Part of the crystal dome here, part of that glass dome has been shattered. You're not falling. You're having an easier time flying than you probably have in your entire life. Do you want to exit the dome?
Do I see the shadow of the white worm?
No. You don't hear it. You don't see it.
He really wants to go out there, but he's gonna turn around and he's gonna start going as fast as he can back down the staircase to check on everybody.
Once it has leveled out, your friends are actually going to be sort of cresting up into the room as you go to turn and look for them. You guys are, I'm going to say you're doing the International Space Station walk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing the ISS walk. As you make it up there, Tauroth has been helping keep people from popcorning around that tower, but all of a sudden, it all sort of leveled out. You see them, Sirach. Go ahead.
As I see them, I'm gonna run up. Is everyone okay?
Yeah, just kind of weird floating thing, just falling and then not falling, but we're still falling. Are we
Yeah.
falling, Sirach? What's going on?
I can't. I'm not 100% sure. We were falling and we were headed straight for the ground. And I kind of pulled out the cube, and
We died, didn't we?
no,
We're all dead. Oh no.
no, not yet. Not. I don't think so. No, I learned about something about the cube that it could do. It could open a portal. But I didn't think it was strong enough, or I was strong enough to do it yet. But I guess in that moment, it kind of opened up a portal, and it took us somewhere. But it feels familiar, but not in something like that I've ever experienced. Something that I know.
I don't like when you walk into a bar you've never been to before, but the atmosphere feels right.
Yeah, a little bit. Hey, give me a minute, and I'm going to soar out the hole and kind of try to take a look around.
Yeah, with your passive perception, you look, and below the castle, above it, to the left, right, any degree, there's no land here. It doesn't exist. Off in the distance, you think you see a similar cloud-born fortress. And as you peel your eyes, you see flying in a V a group of about 7 Eric Cochran.
Sirach is going to probably there's going to be a lot of moments for him, but probably for one of the first times, he's going to just open his wings, not flap. Normally when he's in this situation, he'll open his wings and he'll glide down to where he's at, but he's just going to open his wings and see like if there's an errant upgust that'll just carry him higher and higher and higher.
There's a bit of one, yeah. It moves. You have to adjust with it. But yeah. You feel the air and the wind buoy and support you in a really instinctual way.
After I get about 50, 60 feet in the air, I'm going to kind of do as I'm coming up, I'm going to flip and then I'm gonna just go into a like peregrine falcon dive right back down to the castle, right through the hole, and like last second wings fully out as it buffets, and I stop right before, and with the biggest grin you guys have probably ever seen from him, he's gonna look and go, "Guys, I think we're here."
Here, where's here? Where?
There's another castle. It's there. There's a castle in the clouds. There's, I mean, in my dreams, I used to go there. There is.
All right,
there
Cassette, calm down.
I saw a bunch of birds, but they look like me, and I think we're in the plane of air.
Sarai's gonna like push off the wall and Charlie in the chocolate factory like swim over to him and just give him this huge hug. You're home.
And he's just like looking around and kind of realizing what's going on, and he's gonna like smile at everyone, and he's gonna go, come look, and he's gonna like, Sarai still holding on, but like start flapping and going
She'll
back
let go.
He leads you out of the tower, and you do. You see you are in the elemental plane of air. The other Aarakocra are on their way. They'll make their way over in short order, and after a series of inane questions, sort of take your experience to heart. Sirach is invited back to their city. You're all invited, but Sirach is invited to stay. It's a wondrous moment. It is a family sort of reunited as what is probably at least 2 generations of errant Aarakocra from the prime material plane for the first time in about 2-3 generations sees the plane of air. It is a wonderful moment of respite. Sirach, when do you tell them that you want to stay?
So I figure we have like a meal. We have a dinner, and they tell us that we can stay for a rest, which I think we all would agree that we'd need to take. And it's going to be probably as we're getting ready to be in the rooms, like we're getting to the rooms and we're kind of like discussing the plan as to, okay, so we get back, we have the pieces of the staff of, Gyron. What are we doing next? What's our next plan? And probably in that moment is when Sirach would say something. And as plans are being discussed and the working of the cube and where is it going to take us back, Sirach would kind of look up and go, well, the funny thing is, you don't need me to use the cube. Anyone can use the cube. And the same thing with the staff. Even these 2 shards, which I'll like hand over towards Thozen. Guys, I'm really sorry, but this is what I was trying to get to the whole time. It's what I spent so much time learning about the different planes, how to to jump in between them, how to detect the portals. I was trying to get home. I was trying to find where home was for me. I wasn't. I've lived on the prime material plane. It's where I've been, but it was not. I don't know. There's something so effortless here, and I don't know how to say this, but I don't want to leave.
I'll put my hand on his shoulder and say, "You have nothing to apologize for. We all understand." Speaking from someone who has settled down and moved and settled down and still looking for where my adventure leads me, it's very fortunate for you to have found your, how do some say, the happily never ever after, never after?
But there's so much things that we still have to do. There are other pieces of the staff.
We'll
So
take
There's
care
the
much.
of it.
game that's going on, but there's still Star Song. We have to. He's still there.
I want to slide a hand and pluck one of Sirach's feathers as he's starting to panic. Just hold it up in front of him. It's like, breathe, Sirach, breathe.
There's so much we have to do. You did everything you had to do. And now you're home for everything you did.
I'm gonna pull out the cube and look at it, and by any chance is the symbol for the plane of elemental air on there?
You realize that the castle's connection forged by the cloud giants is most likely what triggered the cube accessing the elemental plane of air. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna take the cube. Going to hand it to Saride. Now, this side here is the prime material plane. This side here is the plane of fire. This side here is the Feywild. And this new side right here is the plane of elemental air. So, all you have to do is double tap, and you and 10 of your best friends sitting around you get to go with you to whichever plane that you're going to.
Well, 9. 9 of my best friends.
But I mean, you know which one I'm at. So
Nice.
if you ever need a hand, just give a call, okay?
Of course. Of course.
And he's gonna go in and give everyone a great big hug.
Just gonna take a piece of the cube real quick.
Yeah, no problem.
Treasure's gonna hug him back. Listen, don't be a stranger, and you better send Digor Christmas cards, okay?
Very, very good. Definitely. I don't even know if they celebrate that around here. Gonna have so many traditions to teach them about. This will be fun.
Will definitely come with a whole lot of new stories no one here has heard of. Gonna be the coolest kid on the block.
Think of that. I'll be cool.
Sirach, once dinner is over and everything, way to say to one more shooting lesson.
I mean, if you really want me to show you up again, I can do it.
I've been practicing.
I'm gonna miss all of you guys.
The night passes joyfully in the way that we cling to life as we say goodbye. It is a bittersweet joy. It is a joy that all mortals experience as they wring out every last second, as they forge just one more memory. The following day or night, don't believe there's a day-night cycle in this plane, but when you are done resting, Sarai takes the cube, and under Sirach's watchful instruction, returns to the prime material plane. Sirach, it's a moment that catches in your throat. And for the days that follow, as excited as you are to be among your people, but among your people in their home, you can't help but think towards your friends. As you return to your chambers one night, you find a stack of letters written not just from the friends you got to say goodbye to, but the ones you didn't. One scrawled in scratchy draconic-like script says, "Dear Sirach, you were an exemplary employee. I find your exit from my employ without the 2 weeks' notice to be most unprofessional. However, you were very kind letting me cook fowl and chicken. I will miss you. I will make sure they are okay. And when we have a company picnic, I expect your attendance. Sincerely, Screamers."
Oh, thank God. I wasn't sure who it was.
The letters are the opportunity for the other players that were not in tonight's adventure to say goodbye to you. Eric, It has been a joy to have you in this game in specific, and always a joy to have you at my table and on this channel. We know we are not saying goodbye to you, but Sirach as a character has always been a ray of sunshine in what is not always my brightest game. And I thank you for that. I thank you for it deeply and sincerely. So,
Thank you, guys.
pleasure's ours. Or mine at the very least. I'm sure it's theirs too. My dear friends, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you for staying a little late. Sirach deserved his moment and will go down as a savior of most of Draconopolis as people tell his tale. There will be some fallout.
Except for that one guy in that one house who's like, he saved the whole town, but my house gets crushed.
Exactly. We will see what the dragon's response is, as now some of the ancient chromatics and dragon first movement knows that some small folk have stolen an ancient artifact of theirs. So we will deal with that fallout next week. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. We will see you guys next time. But until then, be cool.